What up, guys? How you guys doing? Just barely got home from Seattle and fucking 6 hour drive back because apparently Oregon's on fire by the Dow. So my prayers to the families out there and people are losing their homes, man. Fucking wild shit. Two fires in Oregon side and then Washington side. Still a long drive. I'm only going like for an hour after that. I'm getting out because I have to wake up in 4 hours. Like I love like this is not even my business, but it's my pop's business, right? So I love Seattle farmers market because respect. Like I gotta have good conversation with them, but the queens, some kings too, and all my tattoos. All my tattoos are attention getter. I love my tattoos. Respect all the queens. Ladies. She's like, are your tattoos, are they removable? I was like, yeah, if I want to, but I don't want to remove them. I love my tattoos. And so what's it about? Just life, the healing journey, You should look at my face. that's pretty amazing. You get more of the, yeah, you know. My father trips on my tattoos because obviously, you got culture based and obviously, different generation based tattoos are wrong. Especially all my tattoos, like. So whatchamacallit, I'm gonna finish my chest. My arms have little bald spots, so I'll have some more words there, and then I'm working on my back. She's, oh, you doing your back? She's, I would show you, but my pops, he doesn't like my tattoos too much, Because once again, nothing is my pops. He didn't know this conversation. That's why, as one being, you're the only one that can break the what? The generational cycle. Nobody can do it for you but you. All that's respect, you teach your own. Everyone's own terminology. Like, when you break the generation cycle, you do it for your ancestors, for your lineage. Like, you do it for yourself. You can pay it forward. You don't have to. I recommend it pay it forward. I'm a single for 8 kids. That's all my 8 kids. Look at your mother and father. We're not together. We do co-parenting. Don't become us. I tell everybody, kids in marriage, we're till like 30, 40 years old. Make sure you're established for yourself first and foremost. I highly recommend the healing journey and the potential to be. They're in the healing journey and they're established. Don't be codependent people at all. Because did you know, if you're in a positive manner, AK for warning, anyone can leave. Anyone can cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone can break up with you and divorce you. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you know if you're scared of that? That little saying be tied on my back. And eventually I make my shirts and hoodies. Took everybody out. What? Anybody can. Anybody can. For what? For every apparent reason. They just wake up one day, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. Or just because you didn't say hi to them. Everyone goes through shit in life. And that's the kicker for everybody. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? How you doing? I want to tell everybody, like, you ready for that shit? You got the most beautiful, exotic relationship, whatever. It doesn't matter, respectfully. They can ghost you, and then what? Back to square one, all alone. And initially, it is scary to be alone, especially when you did your part best as possible. If you did your part best as possible, the intent not to question your self-worth. Like, no matter what, in your heads, in our heads, what do? We replay it. What could I have done better? Get him in a fucking porn star, man. Bunny gave me $1 billion. It's not true. They're not by your side no more. And it sucks. Yes. It's gonna suck, but here's the kicker. How many more, in this lifetime, how many bodies you going through till you figure out what love is? And nothing wrong with the grieving journey, shed tears. I'll be nice. If you're in the healing journey, quote unquote, I'll give you a month, 2 months to be nice, but months, years, I'll respect for you. You can say I'm on a healing journey. I'm like, well, I'll call you out respectfully. Like, so you're still stuck in the beginning. A victim mentality. Yes. They did you wrong. Yes, they told you a dream. Yes, now you're a single mother, single father. Yeah, it's a bloodbath shit, but for how much longer you waste your energy on them? I was you, trust, but I evolved really fast because my real support team 5 years ago, which I still had to do TikTok. I've been saying this shit for years to trigger a lot of people. It's going to trigger a lot of people when I say, no, I'm going to put the cover letter right. It's going to say 5 years sober and then ... And so respectfully, when people see sobriety, they're sober. Oh, they're thinking drugs. No, and then I do a TikTok, but hey, I'm fire sober, pause, from toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. What? Not from drugs, not from pills. No, respectfully, I become weak and become a zombie, an addict and addiction. Everyone has that a broken heart. We all have toxic love. We're all numb. I don't want to become super numb and not feel my feelings. I still wasn't feeling them correctly, but if you want to become a zombie, I pray for you in the universe. I go my day, go my life. But no, I will never deal with toxicity. A zillion queens in all the universe, why would I just about one? Deadass, why? That makes no sense at all. But that's why it's a downfall. We're ready to be like codependent people. And that's why I tell people to forewarn you, hey, just to let you know, for everybody in the universe, the door is right there. What? For everybody. No one's got to stay. It's easier said than done when kids are involved. For sure, co-parenting definitely is not easy at all, because in the beginning of the breakup, the divorce, feelings are involved. I don't want to see my ex, with the guy by her side, with the girl by her side, all my kids. Yes, I get that feeling. Trust me, I'm a single father of kids. I lost 2 families. And that's why I make it sound so easy, because why? The healing journey, real support teams. And I say respect, that's why I call everybody out. Like, yo, if you're single with no kids, or talk to ladies with no kids, yo, the door's right there. Anyone can leave whenever they want to, man. But don't worry, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? ID? How's it going? To call everybody out. And respect, I say this: higher source, whatever you believe in, higher source, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, they could do it for you. If that was factual, if it was factual, why are you struggling? Why are you stressing? Why do you have the devil by your side? Respectfully, Day 2, no contact with my physical, with my physically, verbally abusive, cheating ex. Any advice on how to stay strong? Hey, Kelsey, I'm happy doing day 2. Remember this, day by day and baby steps. The healing journey is not always a marathon, right? But do no contact best as possible, and easier said than done. Focus your energy on you. I highly recommend real support teams. I tell the universe, I'm always your pocket 24/7, 365. And it sucks, man. A lot of us learn the hard way, but here's the kicker. Is anyone teaching this shit? Like, got TikTok, IG, all these platforms, Spotify, YouTube, If you want to actually start researching your feelings, I promise you 1,000. You got ChatGPT, C.AI. There's some technology, But it's easier than done, because 2 days in, like, all your energy is on your ex. Like, what are they doing? You can block them, no contact, right? And then you're like, okay, if I block him, what are they posting? Who are they talking to? Are they moving on? It's it's amazing what a phone does. It's not the phone. Remember, there's a cell phone, my tattoo, a cell phone. I got 15 cell phones. It's not the cell phone, it's the issue. It's the owner of the cell phone. And that's the shit of codependency. That's why they intend to fall back, be alone, face tattoo. Initially it's scary, but whoops your ass every night is the loneliness. You're lonely. No, you're actually not by your side, and you don't have nobody by your side for the most part. Your kids, you have kiddos, the kids are involved. Guess what? Do co-parenting best as possible, right? But now it's feelings. And what I say, I'm a single father of kids. Kids are stronger than adults. No kid, for the most part, has your feelings. They're not just about breakup, divorces, none of this, all these tattoos, none of this. Not yet, at least. Until they get middle school, high school, then everything changes, right? Respectfully. I just had to drop my therapist. I had a year, cause she basically enabled the relationship. Really, I just left ChatGPT coming. Hey, well, welcome to the. Thanks for being here. And once again, therapist is cool, right? As long as they hold your hand, guide you, and elaborate best as possible. Not a lot of. I respectfully see how to watch them at the farmers market. A lot of therapist counselors, they see my tattoos, they be like, you know what a narcissist is? I'm like, yeah, I comprehend him. Time for a reason. Why? The question is not why, why not? And they'll tell me, like, why? Do you know what they are? Like, I'm a therapist, I'm a counselor, psychiatrist. I'm like, oh, A for effort. And let's do open mind debate in a positive manner. I'm not better than you at all. The idea is that you're certified piece of paper, respect and say that. You got years involved. I'm just a nobody at a farmer's market. My tattoos got your attention, and here's the best part. That's the only way I was speaking, because my tattoos, not because of my energy, not because of conversation, because these petty ass words. But you're the therapist counselor. You know these words. You might not comprehend them, but you might know them. We talking vibe, and once again, nobody can do it for you but you to forewarn you. Higher source. If that was factual, do you believe God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirit of your ancestors are sad and depressed? I doubt it very much. So why are you? They're on breakups. They're not going to breakups, you are, and so on and so on. They want you to evolve, but would you evolve? They want you to let go, but will you let go? Every day you bug down, we all have what? Free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic? That nice role? To be narcissistic? The bad girl, fuck role? All my tattoos. A premeditated choice. Where you are not changing, you are choosing. Black and white, straight to the point. I'm going to get a tattoo on my body pretty soon, This was my first relationship after my divorce. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have experience. That's more real than a therapist. Thank you, Queen. I just did a freezer spell on him. I think I'll be getting back in Wicca. Be agnostic for a year. That's cool. Once again, like, whatchamacallit, and I say respect, Queen, whatever term you want to use, whatever your belief is, like, religious, spiritual, atheist, whatever Wiccans, astrology. That's cool and all. Spirituality is beautiful, but if to warn you, like, higher source can't do for y'all. It could prevent it to a certain extent, but remember this: this is your journey. This is your feelings. But what journey you on? I'm gonna type pretty soon. All right here for the blue pillars. There's the capital letters, a journey, so you can't, so you can see it in bold big bold letters. This one say a healing journey. If you're on a journey, you're not, especially more males, we're more narcissistic. I better start speaking like this 5 years ago. We're on a journey. I can say God, Jesus, Buddha, but I'm a fuckboy. I love God. I love my wife scenario, right? But I got the housewife, the work wife club. I got wives everywhere. I love God. And I'm emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, a fuckboy. God could cheat. I've been the devil. The devil made me do it. Really? Don't put the gun in your head. You got a free will choice. He might, hey, you should, I want you to cheat. I was like, hey, you shouldn't cheat. But guess what? What are you choosing? What are you doing? Respectfully, For real, I think that's how I got so lost in life. You say in higher source, you were put on my FYP for a reason. And I believe that's truly, oh, thank you, Queen. Man, and I say respect, once again, it's like everyone has their own terminology. That's why I say all those categories. I got my back. I respect to say this to Muhammad. I forgot about Muhammad. So I'm at my boy like, hey, like, I'm doing a cross tattoo on my back, right? The very top it says that. It says, as long as you live God-like, Jesus-like, Allah-like, Buddha-like. I meant to, I forgot. I was buzzing. Buddha-like, the universe-like, the spiritual universe-like. Your answer like as best as individual, then you're blessed as an individual. I reiterate twice. Talking about you as one being. That's you. Now what about your partner? What about your partner? We go to church together. A for fucking effort. Read the Bible. You read a book. Awesome. But he's emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, breaking your shit, passing by the cell phone, physically abusive, and being a fuckboy. And he's got 20 side chicks, but he loves you and God. Okay. All my tattoos. Hey, Queen. I see his energy. You're positive. He's negative. You're God. That's Lucifer. You're right. He's wrong. Your consciousness. All my tattoos. Your subconscious. Why do you have the devil by your side? Literally. He's a fuckboy. He's a bad boy. And higher source can't do it for him at all. He's got free will and choice. Both of you everyday background toxic relationships. The door is right there for the whole universe. Trust me, I make it sound easy as fuck. Cause I worked on myself 5 years ago, healing journey. I'm 3 years single now. I want everyone in a toxic relationship. That's why I'm single still. Because respectfully, there's a lot of potentials, but respectfully, a lot of queens are still going through it, and they're still traumatized about their exes. And my energy is too strong. I just think black and white. I live black and white. I preach black and white. Straight to the point, the source. Like, if higher source can do it for you, why are you suffering? Respectfully, they want you to change, but will you change? They want you to leave, but will you leave? They want you to let go, but will you let go? I can't do it for you. They can't do it for you. Respectfully, Hey, what's up, BFF? How you doing? I just want to say hi, friend. Love you very much. Stay in the light. Hey, BFF, love you too. 100? Keep it 100. Keep it 1,000. Keep it 100. I'll say your dream. Babe, I love you. Guess what? I love God, the universe. I won't ever do you wrong. Okay, I pray for you. I go and take my life. Keep it 1,000. I'm not trying to hurt you. My mother of boys, 5 years ago. She's the last queen in this lifetime I will ever destroy my words, or I will ever hurt with my words. Because once again, the worst people you can destroy with your words is who? Your partners, and who? The kiddos. To rebuild your relationship with the kids is really hard. The exes for sure, your partners for sure, right? But your kiddos, because you're a person that loves your parents, both of your parents, right? And you love your kids, but you call them a bitch. You degrade the fuck out of them, or that was not your intent. My neck tattoo is called what? Reactive abuse. My girl and I, which I don't have, my little boys, right, bumping heads, and I'm triggered type of situation, and I take it on my kids. Hey dad, I just yell, what the fuck you want? Here we go. And they just words get over it. Like, yo, they were easy for me because I didn't give a shit. I still to this day I don't give a shit about words. And my ex would tell me, she's like, not everyone's strong like you. What? Not everyone's strong like you. These kids don't know what these words are. But just get over it. And that's obviously incorrect, but if you're not guided correctly, you just roll with the punches. A lot of men and boys were narcissistic. We're not taught to express our feelings, have these conversations. If that was factual, I would be preaching fucking the healing journey when I was a hell of a lot younger. We to say this, if it doesn't exist, my first baby mom would not happen at all. If it did, it wouldn't last 12 years, maybe a year or two. I got my support team. She's too toxic, too narcissistic, all my tattoos. The door's right there. Yeah, I can leave. I got to go. She can hate me just like me. Oh, we'll do co-parenting. If she's too toxic, which she was, parallel parenting. Or nothing against her. She's still on a journey. She's a deadbeat mother, respectfully. Working night shift. Notice your life. I need to call you and meet up. Life is short, hard. Oh yeah, for sure. No, whenever BFF, I got you. Been a minute. And yeah, I just got back from Seattle, man. I was supposed to be here 3 hours ago, but Oregon's on fire, and prayers for them. And yeah, I'll go at life for an hour, and that's it. Reactive abuse, bro. Who's It's my neck tattoo. So here's the kicker. I'll do my neck tattoo, right? To trigger, keep it simple for everybody. So my neck tattoo is like a little mansion, little box. It says mansion and after rap artist, right? I took his song. It's a deep fucking song, right? Beautiful song. But for a lot of people, it potentially trigger you because the way he uses this song is like, in his head, his mansion, certain doors of pain, he has them locked. And that's what we do. Is if you think about it really good, there's like traumas we have that we forget. So something or someone triggers it. You watch a movie, you watch somebody, they say something, you're like, oh shit, there's whatever, my ex, my father, my kid, whatever it was, right? You're like, fuck, it's been years, Yeah, because we fucking locked that shit up. So the way he takes his song is like he writes his pain through the walls, he covers it up with his lyrics. Some doors of pain he closes, some he opens, type of situation. So I take his song, which he helped me do the communication of myself, the healing journey, right, with his music. And then Young Drag helped me do comprehension of the breakup, which is beautiful. That's the cool thing about, like music, poetry, like, people out there, people that have their own way of terminology-wise, and maybe the way you heard from your partner, you're hearing them, like I tell Queens, he'd be like, I do so many one-on-ones, he'd be like, he's not hearing me a Queen, I was him. He's hearing you, he's listening, he's watching, observing, he does not comprehend you, because I promise you 1,000, if he comprehends you, you don't have the same conversation about the exact same subjects. Because anyone, if you know what you're talking about, all my tattoos, I know what I'm talking about. I'm doing what? Communication comprehension. Anyone when they hears it is watching me, observing the streets, no one has to comprehend me at all. You can argue me crazy. I don't care. I go my day, go my life, I pray for the universe, and that's it. No one has to comprehend nobody. That is your free will and choice, but the ones for the ones more empathetic wise, or if you're patient enough, oh man, no, we have these conversations. All it takes is a comment or ask a question for our conversations. Potentially you might know. If not, think is not knowing, judge is not knowing, assuming not knowing, gossip is not knowing. I am A, you are B. You see my tattoos or what I talk about? You can make comments, questions, DM me. If not, cool. Then gossip. Go tell your friends. That guy's crazy as fuck. He's whatever. You can talk about me. I don't care. Respect. Why should I? The overage myself. What? Because why? Because validation and bullshit. Fuck all that. The only person I need, chase, compete, submit any validation. Who? The person mirror myself, not nobody else, not my 8 kids, my ex, none of you guys respect. This is my life. If you don't got you, then who got you? Higher source, spirituality, awesome, made for effort. Are they physical beings? No. So, who do you got? Your parents, exes, kids, anyone could leave. If you don't got you, then who got you? As a forewarning, I'm gonna shit triggers everywhere. He had me so frazzled and furious at the end, not comprehending, wish I wouldn't thought of that. Until the comment, short bus. Hey, hey, what's up? How's it going? How you been, Cash? Reactive abuse to the max, aiming to that. I got no one. I'm here for you. I'm always to remember the whole universe. Like, that's the good thing about technology. I've been doing this live podcast for 5 years now. I'll do it to my last day in breath. May 3rd, 2020, 5 years ago. I started doing this. Like, you know what? Locally, I know we Spanish City to this day. They got there as counselors, but they don't know this terminology. They look at me, have conversations. They're not having it, right? Well, nothing against them. So what I do, start with my IG, Facebook, initially, and then I went TikTok. And now I'm on all these platforms because I do 9 platforms, 9 cell phones. Live podcast. A lot of people they do maybe 1 or 2 platforms, but not like 9. And a lot of people don't want to do live podcasts because people troll, I love troll. I love to bully bullies. Because guess what? The person they bullying, that's how rich myself. I stay quiet, be submissive, and so on and so on, I didn't know you like Juice WRLD. Oh yeah, Juice WRLD all day. X, Little Peep. They're awesome artists. The downfall, respectfully, like they didn't have real support teams. Mothers and fathers are not really there for the most part, and that's why it's called what? The generational cycle. These musicians and poets are beasts. The downfall is what? Like if you don't have real support teams, you don't have these conversations. X, so full as X all day, every day. Fuck yeah, I love X, man. This year be 7 years he passed away. I'll play clips in a minute, right? But he was doing at 20 years old. I played his tattoo. The tree of life is a 20. Why 20? Show me. I know one cat. I met him on Bigo now on IG wise, and he just turned 20, I believe. I've been talking to her like when he was like 18, 17 and a half. And he's a beast. His father raised him correctly, and then his grandmother, you know? And, you know, he speaks fucking phenomenally, man. I love the way he fucking articulates his words, elaborates his shit. I just for him, hey, King, you're doing beautifully, just to let you know. And for everybody, whatever you claim to be, whatever higher source, Buddha, whatever you claim to be, nothing's wrong with that. But to let you know the answer is the person by your side. What? Relationships can make you, break you, they can destroy you. One person comes in your life, typically middle school, high school. You sell them a dream, they sold you a dream. Welcome to life's hard. And then what do you do about that? You get into the body hopping, whole face. Do whatever terminology you want to use. Whatever you want to do, raise the fuck out. Don't do what I did, you know. But here's the kicker: anyone that's body hopping the whole phase of benefits or relationships after relationships after relationships, inside you're broken, look, you lost. And on top of that, you're trying to fill it with a love you cannot get from your ex. It doesn't matter how many bodies you lay down with. Your ex, whenever it be them, and these people you're laying down with, whenever it be your ex. All you're trying to do is fill it with a love that you never got from them, or you had initially. Everyone starts with love, like the Bible. In the beginning, we all say the same shit, right? In the beginning, the relationship was so lovey-dovey. Correct. So went from love to toxic love. When did the red flags start happening? There's for everybody out there. That's only time my back. In the beginning, and be the religious people. Oh, that's from the Bible. Well, it's definitely sponsored from the Bible, but in general wise, it's for anyone in toxic relationships or starts healthy, quote unquote. Then goes to toxic. It can be 1 day toxic, 2 day, whatever it is, right? You know. He's been going so deep, I didn't even notice. Juice. Oh yeah, little peep. Always, no, I got the squad right here. Let me show you. PM, Juice World, Mac Miller, X all day, every day. Little peep. I love, badass musicians, man. Beautiful music, because the young cats, they're going through it, especially in the ghetto hoods, single parents. Yo, everything starts from home. Everything starts from home. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. And that's what I tell my kiddos and anyone that's young. All you middle school has, you want to date somebody, right? Before you date somebody, ask them a simple question: how your parents doing? I don't got a mother. I don't got a father. I'm an orphan. Oh shit, child trauma. Or they say my parents, oh, they're alright. That was bump hips and bullshit. Well, they're alright. Are they toxic? No, it's hella toxic. Child trauma. What about you? How your parents? I got a parent but toxic also. So you both come from a toxic household, right? No love really there for the most part. And then you think magically middle school, high school, you're gonna become one to become a relationship, a couple? You can try, but you both start with what? Toxic love, child trauma at the house, parents at each other's throats, or single parents. It's a bloodbath. And you go to church, nothing wrong with church, higher source. But whatever you're about to go through, middle school, high school, especially with the breakups and shit and they get cheating on, do you believe higher source is going through what you're going through? Doubt it very much. Right? So why are you going what you're going through, man? That's just for everybody out there. To warn you, it's not easy. But once again, if you have real support teams, that's all the universe. Maybe lucky you don't. What I do on a social media, I had 10 light workers for 88 days on my tattoos. I love them. For 88 days, I had 10 people to talk to behind their cell phone. Locally, 4 people locally. And then 3 through IG, 3 through Facebook. The queens from IG and Facebook, I knew of them. They were followers. Been following for years. Once again, they never commented, posted anything on my platforms until I started doing my live sessions. And I was taking 100% of the blame. And they're like, yo, King, you can't have kids by yourself, right? Yeah, you can't take 100% of the blame. It's highly impossible. You can take 90 if you want to, but I actually went to your profile. That's good about technology. Profiles, platforms. I went to your platforms. I saw what you're posting about. And then your original yourself, then you go to breakup. Then now you're all, breakup music, whatever. All this positive talk, empath, narcissist. Look at that. You switched up. Because now you're doing the healing journey. I went to her profile. What? You were both on a journey. What? You were both on a journey. That's why it failed. No one taught you these terminologies, the scenarios, etc. But now you learn the hard way. So your choice to move on, do the body hopping whole phase, get a relationship right away, which I don't recommend, but that's your choice if you will. I'm here for you. I love for that. Initially, the healing journey sucks because you fall back, you be alone. Initially, being alone is scary because, man, if you break down life, you always had a body by your side. Your parents, let's say you go to college, you got roommates, friends. You got a physical body by your side, roommates type of situation. But now that you're just all alone, and everybody in the universe for the most part, right, has a partner. So either healthy relationship, toxic relationship, or co-worker. Classmates, whatever, roommate type of situation. So they got a body by their side. No matter if it's toxic or healthy, they got a physical body by your side. You don't got shit. Now you're all alone. My situation with my kiddos, like, respect they're my kids, you know? And they see the dad fucking sad, depressed, bawling like a bitch from nowhere. And where's mom at? You know, want you together. It's fucking me up every which way, you know? But that's initially, because why? Feelings are involved. That's why when you make, what I say is this, right? Your mind, everyone has their terminology. You'll see TikTok. The mind is correct, the heart is incorrect. The heart's correct, the mind's incorrect. Me personally, what I say, your mind is correct. Your mind is what? Love, comprehension. And your heart is what? Toxic love, communication. That's your mind says, hey, the door is right there. You can leave a zillion people in the universe. Why the fuck are you stressing about one? The heart's like, no. I pray if I hope manifest. That higher source magic, one day you works with my partner like I love them. I mean, take it back. So they love me like I love them. Y'all tell everybody, especially the queens, how's it working out for you? God can do it for you? Jesus, Buddha, the universe? Really, how's that working out for you? They want you to leave, but will you leave? Respectfully. That is for your free will and choice, you know? And that's for everybody. I'm born and raised a Catholic. You know, and once again, God can do it for me. That's what I'm taught. I was like, yeah. And it might sound wrong, might trigger people, like, respectfully, tell me I'm wrong. Higher source not going through what you're going through. My situation, I'm a single for your kids. I throw my one-on-one people in the streets. You got kids? No. To throw in your face, to trigger in a positive manner, it could hurt your feelings, but that's my job to trigger you. Yo, higher source not going through what you're going through. I'm a single for your kids. I lost 2 families. And you have no kids. I'm not going through what you're going through. I was you. You're the overachiever, so I know exactly what you're going through. But here's the kicker. For how much for longer? And the train, you have no kids. I tell them to say the cherry top. You know, you have no kids. The fucking door's right there. Be like Forrest Gump. Run for dear life. You don't have to stay. The downfall where you're too empathetic, I was with your flaw. You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too, you call it people pleasers. You think you're, especially your partner's narcissistic, they're fuckboy fuck girls. They're all, you know, get in trouble and bullshit. You're like, if I leave them, well, what happened to them? I know if I leave them, they will get in trouble. Stop being their mother. Stop being their father. Stop being the probation officer. That's not your fucking kid. That's an adult. Technology is key. I promise you 1,000. You break up with your partner that's too narcissistic, my tattoos in circle. They make a post. I promise you 1,000. They make a fucking post in the DMs, in the comments, because they're playing with the top sob story. They broke up with me. They left me. They divorced me. In the comments, in DMs, they will have straight gay trans after them. Now the question is, your ex to be, are they in the body hop in the whole phase, jump into a relationship right away, or fall back to the healing journey? Observe. Initially, you don't feel like you're winning, but it's not even raising competition. But anyone that falls back to the healing journey, you're actually winning. Your partner moves the fucking right away. They move them right away. No, they're on a journey. They're on a healing journey, and all your trauma and bullshit of exes, you're the ex now, the new partner. All the past comes to present to the new partner. Right now, the lovey-dovey and bullshit, especially on social media, throw that shit in your face, right? But all the shit you went through and the previous exes went through, the new partner's about to go through all that shit plus some. That's why it's called a journey. There's only 2 journeys. A journey or a healing journey. Which one are you on? On a journey? Especially the boys, keep scrolling. I tell the boys all the time, yo, don't let your girlfriends, wives, side chicks come to this podcast. Maybe I'm the one that plants the seed. What? I can leave? The door's right there. Higher source can't do it for him. Because if that's fact, he would have changed a long time ago. But that is his choice of free will. That is her choice of free will. No one's got to stay, you know? And that's for everybody out there. That's why I go live for you guys to tell stories. Because it sucks to get sold a dream. It sucks. A zillion people in the fucking universe. A zillion people. And you're stressing about one person. Make that make sense, man. And yes, I get it. You gave your all. You know, we got history. Yes, I was you. My first baby mom, 12 years. 12 years too fucking long. But I was on a journey. She was on a journey. Nobody taught me this shit till 5 years ago. On my tattoos, 39. In this lifetime, 39 years old. Went through my healing journey, my awakening journey, the last one, woke journey. You know, I'm not a victim, I'm not a warrior, I'm not a survivor. I was. The old version of myself. I'm woke now. I just tell stories. That's all I do. I can tell you the past version of myself, what I've been through, to warn you, hey, I was you, what? You're about to find your face. And that's the thing we start doing the healing journey wise. You start observing people's energy, and you're about to see your family, friends, random people in the streets about to get destroyed. Because you see energy, like, oh shit, like, she's hella fucking empathetic. She's a square. She's an angel. And look at, yeah, he's a pretty boy. Money, power, and fame, but he's a fuck boy. He's a devil. He's fucking Negative energy as fuck, toxic as fuck. And you got it for one of them. Hey, just to let you know, I know I'm around the person in the streets, but I believe both you guys' energy. Your energy is positive, beautiful. His is negative. You don't see what I see. And remember this, if they're trauma bonded, they could think, oh, you're jealous, you want my man. Like, none of be about for warning. All we're gonna remember this, all we're gonna do is guide him for warning. Higher source and being what I'm telling my body, my sentient universe, which communicate. We're all communication, we're all messengers. That's all we are. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. That is your choice, if you will. But the cool thing is these conversations. Everyone that has these conversations, as an analogy metaphor, we all plant seeds. Everyone, the whole universe plants seeds. You got the little kids, whomever. You're planting seeds. Conversations. Interaction. So that person that's hearing you, they can do whatever. They can water the seed, learn from it, grow from type of situation, or they can let the seed die. But even if the seed dies, what I say, right? No one really says this. Maybe other people have, I don't know. But me, personally wise, I tell people, like, even if you let the seed die, my situation 5 years ago, in 2000, a long time ago, right? In 2000, living in Seattle, I heard the term empath, narcissist, the healing journey in 2000. I heard it. I didn't water it. I didn't study it at all, right? I let it die. Hey, number one, how you doing? How's it going? I let it die. From there, wise, I went on technology, started typing. What's an empath? What's a narcissist? What's the healing journey? Oh shit, technology. Oh my gosh. All this time. That's how everybody starts the healing journey. Feel your feelings to comprehend, to evolve in life if you want to fall. Evolve in life if you want to feel your feelings. If you want love. If you want love, quote unquote. If you want relationships and not. Toxic love is dime a dozen. Fucking everywhere. That's toxic love. Everyone's destroyed for the most part. For the most part. That's why you use the beings to start the healing journey. And figure out what love is. What are your boundaries? What are your standards? What's your love languages? If that's Japanese to you, you have a lot of healing to do, but nobody has to heal. Just to forewarn you, nobody has to heal at all. But how you doing, Queen? How you doing, boy? How's it going? Welcome to live. How's your morning going?
It's good.
Awesome.
I like it. You're kind of nice.
Oh, thank you, Queen. I just tell stories. I just go live to tell stories about
I have questions.
Go for it.
Okay, so I think I'm on a spiritual journey. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
So is it possible to see spirits?
What I believe is, if you have that gift, if that's your realm, potentially, you would know more than I would, because you would sense them, you would probably observe them, you might even see them. So if that's potentially your gift, what I tell people, like technology, type in like TikTok, YouTube, what other platform can you use? Spotify, I guess. Type in, how do you see ghosts and type of situation, spirits, and you might potentially interact with other people, especially on TikTok. Put on TikTok, spirits.
They say you gotta be with your pineal gland open.
So once again, if you have that gift, if that is your gift, if that is your realm, because there's 2D the world, the 20 the matrix, different realms, different universes, right? We don't know this until we become older, or you have real support teams. They start elaborating wise, and then you start actually, observing it more. Now it starts opening up, quote unquote, and that's the spiritual part. If you want to enhance it faster, quote unquote, then you do psychedelics, shrooms type of situation. But to forewarn you, if you mess with any of that, don't be too traumatized, because it's very, very emotional drug in a positive manner, and it can potentially give you a positive trip or a negative trip, or it can fluctuate. To forewarn you, if you're a mess with that. But what I would do if I was you, if that's a feeling you have, definitely I would go on TikTok, type it in there, ghosts, whatever. You're just going to say that, and then you see people like professionals, other people that that's your category, that's your realm, and you can reach out to them. You maybe go to their platform, comment on there. They might respond, or the people in the comments might respond to, hey, like, oh yeah, I got you. So how do you know? And they'll start elaborating, because me personally, I know of it. It's intriguing. It's not my gift. It's not my realm, respectfully. I'm just 3D in the matrix. We all started 2D blue pillars, matrix talk. That's just a journey. We have little, we observe things, but if we think about it and then we try to talk about people, they probably think we're crazy. So that's why we keep it to ourselves, When you start the healing journey, 3D, take the red pill, 3D, now you're trying to feel your feelings. Now you observe your energy, the spiritual universe, whatever you spiritual, religious, whatever you think to be right. Then buy with people that match energy best as possible. But here's the kicker to forewarn you. Like, you can have that category, But if you to forewarn you, the main thing is the relationship, the person by your side. You can be whatever you are, religious, spiritual, which is beautiful, nothing wrong with that. But if you want love, and they can tell you verbally, "I want love," but they're mistreating you, toxic relationship. That's not love. That's toxic love. And that's when you can lose, your potential powers. You question whatever higher source, like, hey, God raised a Catholic, but which is my little story, right? I did everything you want me to, show respect, be compassionate, all that great jazz, and look how by my side, toxic as fuck. What am I doing here? And that's the shit for everybody out there. To forewarn people, once again, to forewarn people, whatever category you are, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like study that for sure, but to forewarn you, it's the person by your side because they can take your energy, especially when you become one. And what's that? When you exchange energy, have TOC sex intercourse. If you can't control and protect your energy, they will take your energy and they trauma bond you. You're stuck like Chuck. You ain't going nowhere. You're gonna pray about how manifest all you want, and you can do that all you want. But here's the kicker for everybody: the door's right there. To forewarn you, that's for everybody out there. Whatever category you put yourself in, it's the person by your side. That's gonna change everything, your mindset, and from there, you can be there for months, years, trauma bonded, codependency, because one person. So I'm the one that tell people because no one really told me this when I was younger. A zillion people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? Respectfully, look around you. Zillions of people. There's got to be people in the healing journey. There's got to be people in your category. So I tell people, match energy. Be a square, empathetic person, love kind of person, right? Vibe with people like that. Or if you want to fall on your face and go do opposites attract, I pray for you. I go my day, go my life. I won't give up on you. I'm always your pocket, but I'm forewarning you, it's not going to work in your favor. You can't fix it or save them at all. Physically, sure. Financially, you have the money, sure. Emotionally, spiritually, no, you can't. That's their trauma. That's their healing journey. If they ever want to start it, you can't do it. What do we all do? What does everybody do? We want to go love, right? Relationships, right? We all pay what? The role of victim, tell a sob story. Boo-hoo me. I can't see my kids. My ex destroyed me. I don't have no parents. Yeah, I got mistreated. I know, and it sucks for sure, most definitely was, right? But if you start the healing journey, have real support teams, and the potential to be there in the healing journey, if they have a support team, then potentially you have a better outcome. You can have these conversations, deep conversations, especially if you want to be a couple. I tell everybody, if you want to have a relationship, it should be healthy best as possible. No such thing as perfect relationships at all, but you can have better own mind conversations. That's a positive.
I like you.
Oh, thank you, Queen. I just tell stories. I just pay it forward. I don't. To learn the hard way, I just like that. I learned the hard way at 39, and it sucks because I lost two families.
I'm only 20.
I'm sorry?
I'm only 20.
Oh, you fresh. Okay, check it out. Analogy metaphor, right? So, physically, behind the screen, I'm talking to you, right? In my head, my mansion, emotionally, spiritually, you're my inner child. I'm talking to you, you're 20-year-old version of myself. So, all this I'm telling you, I wish someone told me when I was 20, hey, you don't have to comprehend anything I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to tell you a little story, guided from warn you. You can comprehend whenever you want to. That is your free one choice. To forewarn you, that's it. That's a cool thing about real support teams. We just guided from warn, and we remind you. Any of you fall on your face and you did wrong, like, hey, it's cool. You was right. I tell you, it's not everybody about being right. I'm just forewarning you, don't fall on your face. If you do, the positive is, if you allow me to be a real support team, I'm always your pocket. I'm always here for you. We got the same conversation for years to be. That's your free one choice. You're the only one who do comprehension. I can break it down best as possible, switch terminology, or we can study together. But once again, after this conversation, you go your way, I go my way. I don't have this anymore. These are all my tattoos, all my scars healed. I can look at any of those words. I don't become sad, depressed, nothing. These are all my past traumas. It's over. I let go of my exes, my past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. I have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues, triggers, overthinking, reactive use. I'm sorry?
Are you Native American?
Am I Native American? Negative. I'm Blue Book Conversations. I'm Chicano, Mexican American, Hispanic. But
Oh, yeah. Baby father is Mexican American. You have a daughter my age?
Oh, I do actually. She just turned 21. Actually, my oldest, she's about to be 23 in December.
Oh.
I got 8 kids. I
just had a baby.
Oh, congratulations! How's the baby? How are you?
Well, that's the thing. She's going.
Oh, gone like
They
gone.
took her.
Mhm.
They took her from me because I have schizophrenia.
Okay, first and foremost, like prayers, it gets better soon. Are you allowed to see her, like visitation type of situation? Okay, so for the
I want
time,
to hear back.
okay, for the time being,
They violated my right.
right? Well, here's the
I'm sorry,
kicker.
go ahead.
No, no, you're the queen. Remember this. First and foremost, like this
I'm
world,
sorry.
this world, right, is run by people that are narcissistic. These elites, quote unquote. They have these titles, money, power, and fame, bullshit, right? So they're certified, and when you go on their category, you can be like the most empathetic, nicest person, and they can lie and say that you're being mean, obnoxious, and guess what? They got money, power, and a title. So they put you that, and that's what, like the universe stresses you and tests you type of situation. The intent to stay strong and best as possible. And that's the shitty part. That's the shitty part. But what I see, right? Let's say scenario. Everyone has trauma, right? Schizo, anyone can snap. But here's the kicker: if they actually research and talk to, okay, how's your parents? But they won't do that because that means they have to work. They just put in a category, put you in a box, and that's it, and let that be, right? And let you struggle, and they don't care because they're getting paid no matter what. The downfall is what? It hurts you and little ones, right? And your baby father type of situation, and that sucks. Hurt people, not intentionally, but they do. Heal people will heal people. But remember this, what I say, right? Anybody that bullies you is not a good person. I don't care if they say I'm religious, spiritual, Buddhist, whatever. Like, no. Higher source will not do that. Science won't do that to me. Why are you doing that to me? They're not a good person. They can say they are, but actions speak down the words. Remember that. So try not to be hard on yourself, and then the idea that everything falls into your place, And from there, wise, with you and your baby father, are you guys doing co-parenting? You're together, or what's going on with them? I'm asking. And you don't have to respond. I respect your boundaries.
I'm texting you.
Oh, okay. Oh, in the comments?
No, I just sent you.
I see that. Yeah, no, for sure. No, definitely. I'll definitely reach out to you. And that's me. I do it for everybody. Like, that's what I do.
Like it?
I'm sorry?
You would like my number?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's cool. I talk to many queens out there. And that's a cool thing about technology. My tattoo, cell phone. My mom's the whole universe. I'm always in your pocket 24/7, 365. Like, conversations are beautiful, especially if you're trying to figure life out. And then for yourself, first and foremost. Because if you don't got you, then who got you? Anybody around you? They can come and go. To warn you, people can come and go whenever they want to. And if you're a more empathetic one, the nice and nicer, right? Godly, religious, spiritual, nothing wrong with that. But the downfall is, like I was, right? We're people pleasers, and we overlove, overgive, overthink, right? And the downfall is what? When they didn't believe, it hurts really bad, and now we're down and out, right? And then you can lose like college, your work, because you got depression, anxiety, motivational emotional breakdowns. You can't function. You can't pay your bills. You can lose everything. Can't go to college. You're about to lose college, because one person, and it sucks. It sucks initially because codependency. We're all raised incorrectly, but once again, initially, that's why everyone's stuck on what? The generational cycle. And to forewarn you, Queen, everybody behind the screen, if you want to see a future, and I'm not a fortune teller, that's not my gift, my realm, but I can say there's energy. You want to see a future, let's say in a toxic relationship, right? Look at all your toxic families. Older sisters, siblings, cousins, aunties, grandparents, right? Your parents. And, still together, and they're back about money, power, and fame. The idea that they're older than you, and they have somewhat establishment, right? Financially, whatever, homes, etc. But here's the kicker. As a couple, behind closed doors, you know how they are, right? So whatever age gap you are from your parents, grandparents to your age and your relationship, break the numbers down. Let's say 15-year age gap. It's 15 years now, Queen. You and your ex are still together and it's toxic. If you don't break up, or try to do co-parenting if kids are involved, that's you 15 years from now. And look at them. Are they happy? They can say they are, but they're not. All the family knows they're not. Don't become them. Your future is literally in front of your face, So that's the thing for everybody out there. That's what I tell you all the time. All my tattoos. And another thing is my family. At 39 years old, at 39, I started becoming all my toxic family. And nothing against them. I love my parents, all my family, but they don't know this conversation. They think I'm crazy. That I lost him. The mother of kids, when she squashed it, I became crazy. All these tattoos, I'm like, they're just notes to the universe. The best part, they're just words. There's my little notes to the universe, little passages, little notes. Say like, to forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend. And I'm not sad. I won't ever be sad depressed. I'm single father kids. If I lose as a kid, yes, but I'm gonna break it down why my little one passed away. If a breakup happens, the intent is to talk about it. But remember this: no one has to talk to you about it. No one has to talk to you. It's an oxymoron. It's easier to cheat, leave ghost people, which is, yes, it is wrong, right? It'd be nice to have a dark conversation, but to let you know no one has to talk to you. And that's the part where you question yourself, like, what could I have done better? Why did you get up and leave? What did I do wrong? Let's say you didn't do anything wrong, but they got up and left. Now what? Now what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know? So, yeah. Any questions, Queen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have schizophrenia, but I don't know. I don't believe I do because it began where I started to see a person who no one else could see come behind my deceased grandmother's house.
Okay.
But they didn't look like her.
But this,
So what happened was,
okay.
I asked, was she was wrapped up in tape or something like that, like a veil or something.
Yeah.
And I asked her, was she my dead grandmother, and she nodded yes. But for some reason, if they spoke, I couldn't see them. It's like they were speaking tongues.
Potentially might not understand the tongues yet. So if I was you, investigate about that. People in that that category, like spirits, like you said, you see. I would go on TikTok and then study that right there. TikTok, YouTube. There's got to be a lot of research right there. And if you can speak to other people about that, once again, all you do is make a comment, ask a question. Either the creator might respond to you, or people in the comments might respond to you. You know. And when you say schizo, do you easily flash? Do you snap easily? Is that what happens with you, my masculine? Is that why you believe you have that, or because you're seeing somebody and you believe you have that, my masculine? There's so many categories. I'm sorry.
When I was 13, since that started happening, I started snapping because a lot of them were very horrifying.
Okay. And did you talk to your parents about this, my masculine?
I did, but she was it was my great grandmother, and she's Christian, and she thought I had a demon in me.
Well, when it comes to religious categories, respectfully, anything you say, like, see spirits, Wiccans, astrology, numerology, that's respectfully, religious talk, that's all the devil, it's wrong, it's Satan, quote unquote. As a forewarning, so that's why you have these categories. So if your family is more religious, you already know if you say any of that, guess what, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You gotta put on pills. Like, no, respectfully, don't reach out to them because they don't know. They're assuming that that's the category they put you in. That's why if I was you, I would talk to people in that category that are doing that. They know about that because that's their realm, and they can potentially elaborate more. And for the most part, like spiritual talk, I used to do Wiccan when I was a lot younger. As long as you don't believe in it, for the most part, they can't bother you. For the most part. But mentally wise, emotionally and spiritually, yes, they can if you allow them to. It's only on you if you allow it. That's what my first baby mom was, right? Brujeria in Spanish, right? Witchcraft, right? She'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this witchcraft, so you leave me alone. I'm like, yo, I used to do that. I know how the rules work. So we Spanish say this: if I don't believe in it, you can do all the rules. I mean, all the spirituals, all your whatever you do, like spiritual and all that stuff, your sages, do all that. But here's the kicker: it's not gonna work on me because I don't believe in it. And she would get stressed about it. It's not doing nothing. Like, yeah, because I don't believe in it. That is not. I know of it. It's not my realm. If I believed in it, I'll be stressing. Yes, that's why that's a spirituality type of situation. But once again, me myself as a being, I'm just 3D. I'm here to remind everybody, hey, whatever you claim to be, it's a person by your side. That's what makes your life hard. Life's hard. Everyone's got child trauma. Our families are traumatized. That's why the term is the generational cycle. But the person by your side, that's what's gonna change your life every single time and your mentality. And you're 20, Queen. You're mad, young, fresh, right? To forewarn you, in this lifetime, right? If you want love, how many bodies you going through to finally figure out what love is? And just to let you know, you don't comprehend this. It's not a person by your side for the love part. It starts with you first and foremost, and then the potential to be they'll add love to you if once again if they're working on themselves. If not, toxic love, that shit dime a dozen. Respectfully, especially in the ghetto hoods, that shit dime a dozen. In the ghetto hoods, I'm from the ghetto hoods, right? But I'm not in it. A lot of people are in it. And you can't find love at clubs, house parties, and bars. That's toxic every which way. You can find lust. You can find jet-ons and entanglements. Hell yeah, you can. And they claim to be religious, spiritual people. But the downfall is they're selling you a dream, But once again, anybody who sells you a dream, they're not a good person, no matter what they claim to be. I'm religious, spiritual. It does not matter what you call it. Because why'd you sell me a dream? Keep it 1,000 day one. Yo, just to let you know, I try monogamy, you and I, Jen and Will Smith, but every time I cheat, I can't, or my eyes are bigger than mouth. I can't control my lust. I try. I'm being honest with you. If you want to get involved, I'm just forewarning you that I'm more likely to do that to you. If you want to fly on your face, that is your choice if you will. That's once again, if they're honest, a lot of people, especially more on the male side, they won't be honest. Because they know if I tell you exactly what I'm going to do to you, you won't give me a chance. So guess what? Narcissists, everybody mirrors everybody. Everybody mirrors everybody every which way. But once again, actions speak louder than the words. Go to church. Cool. I'll go to church with you. That's awesome. We read the Bible together. Awesome. You know how many queens that are religious, spiritual, right? And they get sold a dream, and from a person that well, I met him at church. Spirituality, astrology. Yes, but here's the kicker: technology. I can study astrology, but I don't comprehend it. But I can study it. Say Aquarius, the moon's all that, but it doesn't make me a good person. Actions beyond the words. And here's the kicker for everybody out there, especially when it comes to relationships. Before the physical cheating, before a cell phone, DM, before any of that, everything starts with what? No one really preaches about it. Emotional cheating. That's where it starts from. Queen, do you know by chance what emotional cheating is by chance or no? Kid Desi?
Yeah. Thank you. My name is Destiny. You can call me that if you want. I was just in the.
Oh, Destiny?
It's really small. Yeah, Destiny.
Nice to meet you,
I just
Destiny.
saw somebody.
You said you saw somebody?
Yeah, but no one. Like I see them on a regular, but I feel like I see a movement of. Sometimes it looks like a black outline or.
Oh, shadows?
Yeah, shadows.
Yeah.
But the shadows are not nice.
Right. Well, once again, if that potentially that might be your gift, your realm, whatever 40 to 20 the matrix is, right? But if I was you, once again, go on TikTok and then like YouTube and reach out to people, make comments, ask questions. The idea is something potentially more like he will respond to you, you know, and research that, you know, definitely.
You ever heard of that? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is really important. You ever heard of that fantastical thing called a skinwalker? You know, like with
Oh.
skin on their bodies. And
Right.
I saw one of those, but it's all like usually when I see these things, they don't look clear. Like I usually have to see them in the reflection or at the corner of my eye, or they run across me, or they just like try to do stuff when I'm sleeping.
Right. Well.
Like sometimes I can feel somebody touch me or do stuff when I'm sleeping, but sometimes what I tried to feel, I was outside usually at night, sometimes around 3 a.m.
Okay.
or before or 12 a.m. I saw something and it looked like it had petals for a face, like a face that could open up and something was inside. And it looked like it had really long fingers, and you know, like the inside of your skin has white meat. It looked like that's all that covered its skin. You could see like the skin was transparent a little bit.
Yeah.
It was like physically there.
Okay.
It ran and it disappeared.
Snap.
Because I shined the light on it. It's like the light hurt it or something like that. So it screamed, it ran, and it just disappeared into thin air.
Well, the way
But
stuff.
whatever, it gave off a very horrifying energy.
Snap. Well, if that worked, the light, right? Let's say scenario happens again. Test it out. Light him up, and yeah, guess what? That's your kryptonite, the light. But once again, like, you know, maybe cosmetic, they might look kind of scary, but they give you attention, trying to speak to you, in their tongue, their language, quote unquote. But once again, if I was you, I reach out to people on these platforms that's kind of, they can elaborate way more than I can, because respectfully, that's not my realm. It's very intriguing, but that's not my gift, quote unquote. My gift is just raw real life and trigger people, my tattoos, you know. And once again, nothing's wrong with your gift at all. Once again, to speak to the people in that realm, but don't. What I say to don't become codependent, whatever you believe in, be it religious, spiritual, Buddhist, you know, astrology, numerology, because that's beautiful. But once again, you can have all that category. It's the person by your side to forewarn you, because you'll question everything you believe in because of that person by your side. And why me again? You know, and that's the most. As we get older, that's like, whoa. I mean, I'm 44, right? 18 at heart. So in my lifetime, 5 relationships, 2 baby moms, right? 8 kids deep. The ones that hurt me the most, my first baby mom destroyed the fuck out of me. The second baby mom, mother of boys, co-parenting, that hurt really bad, but it was a blessing in disguise. That's how it's tattoos, the healing journey. The second, third girlfriend, respect when I say this, like, I didn't really shed tears. Like, there was no really grieving journey. I was just like, cool, over, and that's it, right? And then, because I think for sure when kids are involved, it's more emotional because my family's falling apart. You know, now what? You know, tried to co-parenting. It's not easy. It's a lot going on, especially with no guidance. My last girlfriend, I actually met her on TikTok, that TikTok love story. She's one of my followers, you know? And what you gonna call it, beautiful breakup. It was beautiful every which way because we talked about everything. And that's the intent with the potential to be, have these conversations, you know? And I told her, hey, I told any potential to be, off the rip, day one, just to let you know, if my energy is too strong for you, you know, let me know. If you're not ready for this, let me know. You know, that's okay. You can't, you are my feelings. I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. And the door is there for both of us, you know? You can talk to me about it. You can ghost me. That is your choice if you will. I'm not respectful. I won't ever chase nor beg an adult. I'll chase my kids in general. because that's my inner child. They don't know anything about this. You know, they have these little feelings, but feelings aren't factual at all. Because if feelings were factual, why are you suffering? If you're the one that offers love, and you met toxic love, right? Then what? And like Bible talk, that first line of the Bible, in the beginning, what does everybody say? In the beginning, the relationship was good, right? From love, then went to toxic love. When did it start going to toxic love? When did it go to, the red flags started happening? When they start passing boundaries. But a lot of people don't know what boundaries are. Standards, no love languages. That's everybody. As a being, fall back, date yourself. What are your standards? What are your boundaries? What's your love languages? If that's Japanese to you, you have a lot of healing to do. Date yourself, get to know yourself. And to forewarn you, once you comprehend what they are for you as a being, the potentially you can verbalize them, but to let you know, no one has to respect your boundaries, nor your standards, nor love languages. They can be like, this is the way I am. Cool, bet. Nothing's wrong with you, but there won't be us. What? Just because of that? Just because of that. There's got to be another potential partner out there that these standards were on the same page. But if you want to do opposite track, or what I say is, like, if you want to accept people, I don't recommend accept the people, because you'd be like, which I call the butt lines. Let's say scenario, Queen, no passing boundaries. A scenario, I shoot my shot with you, right? And you tell me I tell you, hey, Queen, I don't deal with jealousy issues, insecurity issues, no cell phone. You go to my cell phones, I don't care. You go to guys, I don't care. But if you're staring, that's called emotional cheating, then we're not going to work out, because that means your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You'll easily fall to lust, because why? Yep, my tattoos. You have no self-will. I got self-will. All I see is you. Yes, they're beautiful queens cosmetically, right? But I'm with you, 1,000 with you every which way. If they want to shoot the shot, I realize boundaries. And you can tell me, oh, I do the same. But let's say catch you, quote unquote. Because remember this, when you catch your partner, and you don't, especially you queens, you don't like that, you typically don't realize boundaries. You keep, you catch us looking at females, right? And you keep it to yourself. And then you ground us. You become serious. Don't touch me, whatever, right? And then after whatever, so many hours or a day or two, kiss, make up, and we're all lovey-dovey. If I did it in front of your face, and you didn't like it, the most you're cheating, imagine at work. Imagine the streets. That's why you're the housewife, then you got the work wife, club wife, Starbucks. Yeah, wives everywhere. Yeah, that's why it's called emotional cheating. Before we get to the physical cheating, because then you go from emotional. Now there's technology. Yo, what's your what platform? You got your IG, Snap, whatever. And from there, it evolves to more. But as a kicker, you already saw that. That's one of your boundaries down. You don't like that. So when you see it, you call me out. Hey, just to let you know I don't like that. If you keep doing what you're doing, I'm letting you know. You see that door, I will get up and leave. What? Just because of that? Yes, just because of that. My last ex is the same thing. And nothing wrong with bringing the past to present in a positive manner, because that's your trauma. Or you got over that and you want to do that again. So that's what you tell me. Hey, I love you, but I'm still in a pot. I love myself more. I will get up and leave every which way. How to quit alcohol? Detox slowly, rehab, AA. But once again, whatever drugs you do, drugs, alcohol, pills, if you're codependent of it, right? The idea that you let it go. Nothing wrong with casual drinking, casual marijuana, but if you need it, that's the part that becomes addiction, codependency. And the cherry on top, if you're in a toxic situation, a toxic relationship, go to the breakup, they cheat on you, they ghost you, when you go back to the drugs, you know what? Fuck these feelings. Let me numb up again. Yeah, you can do that, but it's all you're doing is numbing up. It's not good for you. Yes?
Is that XXX Tentacion?
Oh yeah, I got
on that shirt back here.
Yeah. No, let me give you a tour. I'll give you a tour. I got you. Let me show you.
Oh my god.
Oops. Here we go. Ready? So how about that one?
Oh my god, where are you? Where are you selling from? Where are you selling from? I'm just like going to get my pants. Hey, I'm just trying to let me know more.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Actually, I was right here. Yeah, there's Tree of Life, and it's 20.
And I like,
then I have
I said, he got X.
Yeah, always XXX. Then I have a cross. It's all in X's for X, and then higher source. Because Josh said, he was a beast. He was doing really good for his age. The elites took him out. Drake and the elites took him out because he was a positive, empathetic person, especially from the ghetto hoods, changing people's lives. Waking them the fuck up, which is beautiful. The downfall is positive talk doesn't make money at all. Entertainment, he was educating people.
But can it heal lives?
Say it again.
Can it heal people? Because that's what taught me about astral projection.
Yeah, it can.
Where are you selling from?
I'm sorry.
Where are you selling from, homie?
Nah, that's from Temu, actually. I bought it from Temu.
Where are you selling from, homie?
Oh, I thought you were selling.
Oh no. Those are mine.
Oh, I thought you were selling. Oh man.
Sorry, those are your keyboard warriors. You know, your trolls.
What?
Your trolls. You know.
Just because you have a vagina, everyone's out here saying weird shit.
Oh, especially on Beagle, bro. Beagle's the most toxic ass app in the universe. Respectfully, like begging for beans and just like respect to say this like, and I say like almost respect a lot of females on many apps for sure too, but like TikTok, IG and Facebook, and then for sure Beagle like, and like it too. A lot of OF, you know, they out for lust. Like a lot of females have like a lot of followers and hella likes, but respectfully, I say this, what are they offering? The beauty, body, and the lust, but no positive talk. And for warning, it's like, okay, queen, cosmetically beautiful, nice body, etc. But how are you in a toxic relationship? Once again, why are you crying? Like, I love Matt Rife, the comedian. Why are you crying? I love saying that shit. What? How are you shedding tears again? Respectfully. Look at you. If you're blessed, cosmetic, quote unquote, right? How are you in a toxic relationship? How are you in the breakup? How do you leave you? Scenario, right? And you can move on right away for sure. I'm sorry?
My baby father left me because I'm too sweet. He said that no one likes a weak ass female.
Okay, respectfully that. Okay, so you're more empathetic. My tattoo square. He's more narcissistic. So you're a woman. He's a boy. You're love. He's toxic love. All my tattoos. You're right. He's wrong. You're God. He's a devil. You know. He sounds like respect. He sounds like a fuck boy. He's gonna go body hop in the whole face. Sell dreams to the whole universe. Yeah. But then you can say, once again, all my tattoos, all my tattoos, it says right here, where's it at? Too many tattoos. If I can find it, somewhere here. Oh yeah, here. All these bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls right here. All of them, every single one of them, the big word all, they're all Lucifer disciples. They're the fuck of the universe. Everything they touch, they destroy. They are karma, not knowing. So if you want to get involved with them, go fall on your face. I pray for you. I go my day, go my life, and that's it. I have compassion for the universe, respect for it. I don't feel sorry for the universe. Why should I? I just tell stories now. You know, we all got a free one choice. That's why I preach, though. The person by your side to the fullest. Like Buddha. I heard of Buddha many years ago. I do DoorDash, right? I do farming with my pop in Seattle. So I'm just like, Spotify, Buddha teachings. 3 months ago, I typed it up and I was, you know what? Technology, I love technology. I'm a geek techie. I'm like, dude, Buddha was a beast. 2,500 years ago, he had the set of black and white, mind and body. Mind and body. I didn't know that till 3 months ago. I've been preaching my mind and body, not knowing the terminology wise, but I say mind and body and what? Toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. It's the person by your side. It doesn't matter, respectfully, whatever category, especially you queens, put yourself in, astrology, numerology, crystals, whatever you want to say, that's cool, beautiful and all, but magically, you're in a toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. He's, emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive, a fuck boy, side chicks every which way, and he goes to church and loves God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe. Make that shit make sense. Respectfully, no, that is not good by your side. And there's a zillion kings in the universe. Why are you dealing with the boy respectfully, That's why I say I don't deal with girls. Only women that are healing, preferably healed. I mean, as a being, to form the universe, I'm not going to get a hoods. I'm not going to Spanish culture. Every which way. I'll be with a Spanish woman, a Hispanic spirit, if she's healing, preferably healed. A lot of Spanish queens, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards, they're in the healing journey, quote unquote, but they can't have this conversation. And I'm not going to culture every which way. I'm not going to ghetto hoods every which way. Every which way. Like, show me love in the ghetto hoods. Kids have more love than adults do. Than all the adults do. But those kids will become a teenager, a young adult, and get destroyed. Middle school, high school get destroyed. Because they think love, like, this feeling, I'll tell my 8 kids, these feelings you have, they're not factual. I tell them, what's love? I'm your mother. I mean, I'm your father. That's your mother. We love, respect to each other, what's the word, platonically wise, that's mother of a kid type of situation, but why aren't we together? Why did it fail? Because these feelings, that's why, to forewarn you. But I tell all my kids, and everyone is young, like you're young, right? I'm here for you. It's not about being right. I'm telling stories. When you go through this breakup stuff situation, kids are involved, like what you're going through, Queen, it's like, you put your hand out, higher source, cool. Higher source is there, emotionally, spiritually, but physically, there's nobody by your side to take your fucking hand. That shit hurts. You learn the hard way, And then you have these feelings, and you just keep it to yourself. Like, cool, wear the mask, smiles, tell everybody you're okay, but behind it, you're dying crying. away from everybody. You shed your tears, and then after you shed your tears, which is nothing wrong with crying, right? Release all that negative energy. But now what do? You feel better, whatever, a second, 10 seconds, a minute. But now what? All the problems come back again, and we reset again. Now what do we do with these feelings? As for everybody out there, a zillion people in the whole universe. Why stressing about one? And if you want to start the healing journey, be it religious, spiritual, emotional, whatever you claim to be, right? Respectfully, if you want to get into another relationship, the potential to be, make sure they're on a healing journey, and we can have these type of conversations. If not, it's not going to work in your favor. And you can pray for that hope, manifest all you want, just to let you know you don't comprehend. Higher source can't do for nobody at all. They all want you to change, but will you change? They want you to leave, but will you leave? The door's right there for everybody. But if you want to, I'll physically open the door. Hey, king, queen, let's go. What? You bitching about them? Let's go. What do you mean let's go? Let's leave. Why are you scared to leave? I know it's scary to leave, right? Maybe tomorrow. Let's try tomorrow. Maybe a week from now. A year, 5 years from now, 12 years from now. What? 12 years? Wait. That's my number 12, my first baby moms. When I do my one-on-ones, which a lot of queens, I tell them, how long you been with them? 2 years, 5 years. You ready to do 12? What? Fuck no. You say that now, queen. That's the same thing, man. 12 years too long, my first baby moms. 3 daughters deep. Nothing against her. Nothing against my kids. But no one taught me this. I was in a journey. None of these conversations at all. And nothing wrong with God. The Bible is beautiful, but respectfully, it doesn't elaborate all this terminology. Like, hey, that's cool, but higher souls will not hurt you, quote unquote. So why you let him hurt you? Why you let her hurt you? You have nowhere else to go to. You have nowhere else to talk to. But I get it. If you're trauma bonded, all you see is them. Especially with the V card, it's even worse, man. It's just a lot of shit. But that's why, Queen, once again, I go live for everybody out there, because especially more the queens for the most part, because there's like 0.01% men that actually reach out to me, or they actually jump in the box and be talking about it. The rest are all boys. They talk their bullshit troll like, yo, you're just a fuck boy. You're gonna destroy everything. You're just karma. Simple as that. You're loser sample. You're karma. What? I already tell you future. Everyone, here's the kicker. Everyone in the universe, we're all robotic. Either you're too narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck by fuck girl, or you're too empathetic, the nice girl. You're a people pleaser. So as long as you don't do opposite attract, you might be okay on the overall. If you're empathetic, nice girl, date a nice girl, but then to be like, oh, that's boring. Fuck it. Get excited with toxic and let them be emotionally cheated. And the downfall is when we use the toxic love, we think that, when they're jealous, controlling, oh, it's because they love me. Like, no, that's called fucking insecurities. That's red flag. You don't want that by your side at all. Fuck no. But if you want them to control you, so be it. Let them control you. Especially you females. Spanish 101, right? Right here, tatted. To the brown people, it says machismo in Spanish, English, narcissism, double standards. Here's a scenario, queen. Let's say I'm your boyfriend, quote unquote, right? In the beginning, lovey-dovey and bullshit, right? I don't care what you post on the gram, whatever you're wearing, type of situation in the beginning, but little by little, babe, to gas and manipulate. Babe, if you love me, that picture you're posting on IG, the gram, can you remove it? You get all these likes. I don't want too much attention. Be more respectful. And little by little, what you do, because you do love me, you remove the pictures. Babe, the outfits you're wearing, I know you were in the beginning, but it shows too much. Guess what? If you love me, and you stop, and you will stop wearing that. So little by little, I'm what? Dressed like a nun. So you can't talk to nobody, be with nobody, but I'm here emotionally cheating in front of your face, talk to females, and you can't say shit. You gotta be submissive. Fuck all that. You become a nun, that could be a manhole, and that's okay. Don't fall for that bullshit, at all. And all that bullshit was submissive. Like, don't person you need, chase, compete, submit, and the validation who's you, the person in the mirror, not from your partner, because your partner could leave. Then what? Or they can mistreat you. Then what? And that's just for everybody. Cause it sucks to get emotionally spiritually abused. Because then that's the person you love, and they, whatever they say to you, you believe it, dead ass. And the more they say it, the more you believe it. And from there, why, especially queens, like, you can be the most beautiful, exotic. Speak on narcissist. Oh, I got you for sure. That's my tattoo right here. Many words, but if you want to say the word narcissist, right? All right, queen. Have a blessed night. Take care. Be safe for sure. I'll DM you back. Take care. Have a good night. Be safe. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Stay blessed. Ciao. But whatchamacallit, when it comes to narcissist wise, yeah. So that's typically your bad boys, fuck boys. I'm not saying all men. A lot of A lot of men, for the most part, we're more narcissistic. But narcissistic boys were raised incorrectly. We're not taught to have these conversations. So a lot of us will emotionally cheat before we physically cheat. What's up, queen? How you doing? Welcome to Alive. You know, and that's the part you gotta be careful with, because in the beginning, we all say the same thing. In the beginning, Bible talk, I'm gonna tell my body, and then it goes from love in the beginning to toxic love. No matter what the time frame is, but let's say 6 months is cool, a year is cool, and from there wise it starts becoming toxic, and from there wise then what? That's why the intent is to observe the red flags, and typically
devalue, degrade,
yeah, yeah.
discard.
Well, they're exactly so,
Devalue,
right,
degrade, discard, repeat.
right, exactly, and what's that called when they do that to you and you accept them back in your life and give them chances? What's that called? I'm asking.
Oh, when you take them back into your life, that's like, I don't know, you kind of stuck. Like, you just feel like, I don't know. I think there's multiple reasons that could happen. When it happened to me, I think it happened, one, coercion.
Okay.
Two, I was at risk.
Okay.
Like, just in general, at risk of, you know, this could happen, like
right.
fear.
Right.
Like,
oh, yeah.
this guy's going to help me.
All right.
No, but it was a trap. Like,
right. You gotta be careful, Queen.
But what were you going to say, though?
Okay, well, when you said...
yeah, this is the only... I'm healed. I'm just here to get, like... I feel like this conversation could bring me something because I'm still healing.
Yeah.
And he still got my baby. And it's like, nah, B. I'm still trying to figure out how to explain or what it is that, you know, or how the words... I don't be having the words anymore because he's caused so much confusion where I used to be extremely creative.
Okay.
I have a hard time, like...
from the trauma. Right, from the trauma.
Expressing it out.
Right, understandable.
There's something here. You get
Right.
it?
Yeah. No, well, that's a part of trauma. Okay, when you love someone to the fullest, right? And here's the kicker, like I used to be, right? My first baby moms. So the downfall being my tattoo is square empathetic people. When you're too empathetic, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're called what? People pleasers. And then if you date boys narcissistic, what's their flaw? They're too narcissistic, they're too egotistic, they're too mean, too prideful, too greedy. They're called what? Destroyers, right? So that's the shit with them. So when you do opposite track, you are love queen, he is toxic love. You're right, he's wrong. You're conscious, he's you're God, he's the devil. Right? Respectfully, it's all opposites, right? It's not a good outcome, right? Right.
Things that he says about me are merely projection
Correct.
of him, which is the scary part because it's like if you're saying I'm a physical harm to my child and I know that I'm not, that lets me know you are.
Facts.
Like, how do I get the people that are supposed to help to see this?
So here's the kicker. So boys and girls narcissistic, they're good at fucking wording with the words right in the verbiage type of situation, and they're people like making believe type of situation. So as long as they can get people on their side and make you look the crazy one, that's the problem. If you don't know how to articulate your words and elaborate, you have no proof.
That's
then guess
the problem.
no, for sure they are. But here's the kicker: the people that
some things here lately, God's been speaking to me, showing me things, giving me the answers, but I'm like, God, why are you giving me this stuff? What do I do about it? Like, you're just telling me what's been happening, but what do I do? So some things I go and contact the appropriate party that you would contact, and it's still like, squash, shut down, we don't care. So I'm just, it's like the devil playing in my mind, like, not that I would do this, but just theoretically speaking, I'm like, oh, so it's okay to go and it's okay to not have our kids in the appropriate car seats. It's okay to harm. It's okay to lie. It's okay to run a car to someone and lie about it. It's okay to, because these are all things that are happening to me, and it's like people are getting away with it. And I'm like, I don't want that to become my mentality because other people aren't doing their jobs or caring about my life and my children's life.
Right, and that's
does that make sense?
No, it definitely does, and that's the part where it becomes difficult, right? So, the intent best is possible. Like I know people like boys and girls that are too narcissistic wise. What they do hella wrong, and no. For the most part, karma does not catch them yet, right?
Nothing happens.
So they get everything. So visually, we see they get everything. You don't know this yet, but if you're in the healing journey, like you say you are, you actually winning. He's on a journey, you're on the healing journey. So for now, he'll get man-made bullshit. What if you want to bring religion talk? What the devil gives you, man-made bullshit. You got body, beauty, looks, money, power, and fame, social media. It doesn't matter. That's man-made bullshit. But on the overall, they're not a good person. People don't see what you see yet. So what I tell people, like especially you queens, like do a live podcast. Do a TikTok. Tell your story. Nobody has to comprehend you, but what you can do is guide and forewarn. Boys and girls to know they hate getting exposed. They hate getting, to let people know. Yeah.
I'm so scared to tell him.
No, I get it.
I feel like he's this guy. He's a stalker, and he will take any little thing and like make it like, oh, she's doing this or she's doing that. So I always just like in a relationship, I always feel like I'm walking on eggshells.
Well, that's toxic.
We're not even together anymore. It's like a silent. Yeah. This is the silent abuser. This is a silent ghost. And so many things ruminate in my mind.
Well,
and I get therapy. I take meds for ADHD. I'm not paranoid. All the things that he will accuse me of on the stand will start to come to pass. Like when I never heard my name mixed with manipulating anything.
Okay.
I never heard my name mixed with I'm a harm.
Yeah.
I never heard my name mixed with paranoid. Only him. But then these things will surface and happen all around me. Have you heard of the term gang stalking?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
It's like that.
Right.
I try not to throw it out there like that.
Yeah.
Read about it and say we the Lulu. I'm not the Lulu. I'm the Lulu for the Lord. That's about it.
Well, once again,
I'm not crazy when it comes to all this.
Right. So the terminology you said, right?
When it comes to all this crazy making.
Well, with him, right? So, like you said, the terminology earlier, right? So he's doing I'm my tattoos somewhere here. Actually, it's right here. Deflection, projection, gaslight, manipulation. So he's selling dreams basically. As long as he can convince people, they will believe him. And then they have the flying monkeys, the smear campaign, the terminal therapy talk, right? So that's conversation. But here's the kicker. So if you want to like battle him, quote unquote, you can get proof. But here's the kicker, like to hurt him the most, the best way to hurt any boy and girl too narcissistic, the silent treatment. Keep it simple. Hey, if you have nothing to say about our kiddo, keep it simple. It's only about our kid and that's it. And on your side,
he withholds the child, or he will do anything because he knows everything you're probably gonna tell me. I probably already do.
Right.
So that's why I want to get like a step further. That's okay mentally.
Yeah.
Like this guy knows.
Mm-hmm.
I think he spends all his time.
Well, he can research. Right. He can research.
Research is what we would do.
Right.
And then he uses
TikToks
against us.
Right.
When I read things, it's almost scary because I'm like, yo, like this dude knows, like how I'm gonna move. Like,
right.
He's studied long enough to know how I'm going to move.
Correct. Right.
So now, I had the term. Excuse me, to box two. I had the term double down, but I looked up what double down mean, and I think that maybe that's not the proper term.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, it was more like double down within myself.
Right.
Like double down.
Right. Yeah, for
like
you.
I have to stand. I have to kind of like be this person, but also be this person. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, you're totally good. Remember this: when it comes to terminologies, you can hear the proper terms, but you can do whatever with any terminology, right? So, the situation with Tim, are you guys doing co-parenting? By my asking. Are you doing? Are you guys doing co-parenting, parallel parenting?
We are doing parental alienation.
Okay. So, in that case,
I have full-blown court orders that he, for years has defied. Yeah.
Right, and
I just want to explain.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But remember this: for the most part, these like court systems, a lot of them are narcissistic wise, and narcissists support narcissists every which way to forewarn you. So that's the shitty part. When you have a judge that's narcissistic, guess what? You're not gonna win against it because they support each other and they won't believe. No matter even if you have proof, video and everything, they'll still deny your bullshit because guess what? They know they support each other. Yeah, I know. Yeah, trust. So. Yeah.
That's why I was saying like, oh, it's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. It leaves me with so many like nervous feelings because I got two little ones here in my care, and they're little 2 and 3.
Okay.
They can fall and scrape their knee.
Right.
Something that's gonna happen to a child, but
right.
when it happens to me, it's like, oh, I'm an abuser. Someone's gonna tell.
Right.
Oh, and I'm like, snap out of it. Like,
right.
This was an accident.
Right. It sucks. It sucks to have to get to this point. But remember this: for the most part, a lot of us we're not educated in middle school, high school, any of this shit. We're just like lovey-dovey, these feelings of bullshit. and we do opposite track, then respectfully, boys are too narcissistic. They want to trap you. If they have a kid with you, they know years to be. Even courts involved, the years to be, right? And that's the shitty part.
Yeah, I see that that's what they did to me.
Right.
So, trying to get me pregnant, to chop me,
right,
to hold me down.
Yeah.
Here I am thinking I'm starting a family.
Right.
Everything is of the normal,
Correct.
We're going to be together, giving you chances,
right.
Overlooking a lot of red flags. But it's
when I taught this,
you should not overlook these red flags. Hi there, no dumb shit, right?
Right. Well, that's the thing
do not overlook these red flags when they appear. Acknowledge. You see that name? It's so cool.
Yeah. No, well, see, that's the thing. Like, we're not taught this. So, like, when you start the healing journey, now you fall back. My next tattoo, the intent to let go of your exes, your past pain, toxic trauma, the cherry top, child trauma. That's the hardest one because your parents and caregivers, right? So, once you start, when I say with your exes, every single one of them, when you really start the healing journey, fall back, observe all the red flags, comprehend them. So when you see what the potential to be, you observe it, and what do? You realize boundaries. But to warn you, people preach about boundaries, but nobody has to respect your boundaries. If they don't, what are you choosing?
And everybody's boundaries are different.
Yeah, facts.
Everybody's ancestral curse is different.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to really dive deep, whether you had your family or not.
Right.
For me, I didn't have a lot of my biological family growing up, so I was walking in someone else's, footsteps as far as my family goes and everything, and I had to double down and figure out what it was, like what is my real ancestral curse. I'll tell you what it is. They've been trying to put my family, I'm Blackfoot Cherokee, they've been trying to put my family down, Aboriginal, have been trying to put us on drugs, accuse us of being psychotic and mentally unstable.
Right. That's the narcissistic elites.
Yeah. Ultimately, I need to show, if they're watching me like this,
right,
I need to show them what I'm really made of. I need to show them that I can get a degree. I can raise my kids and not get them taken care of. I am capable of all things through Christ.
I was a lot slower trying
to.
You
get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, Queen. For sure.
It's like they're trying to act like, oh, she's dumb, she can't do nothing, she's worthless, she's trash. No way. Oh, and then the one, no dumb shit.
Exactly.
This is, what do they call it? A waste. Well, that's the kicker. That's the one that hurts me. A waste. Like you're a waste of a teacher. A mother is all things.
Right.
You're a waste of a teacher. You're a waste of a mentor. Yes. So you get what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Remember and this whole like spiritual warfare, right? Remember all these weak with my tattoos. These weak alpha, machistas, narcissists, energy vampires, and girls. They're all weak, so they hurt you with words. You have the money, power, and fame, but overall, as a person, they're not good at all. So that's the thing they'll say about you. But the intent as they being is, do your healing journey for sure. Have a real support team, and then from there, why it's like these words, you have to be very careful with these words, right? So initially, these words can hurt you. Initially, right? So especially from the worst people you get the story with is who? Your partners and your kiddos. People, but when I say to call everybody out, anybody, I don't give a shit what category, you're spiritual, religious, Buddhist, whatever, right? Anybody that bullies you, if that's your people bullshitting, that's cracking jokes, that's okay, cracking jokes, right? But
gang stalking is not words. They're never going to say anything really directly to identify the issue. The gang stalking is more of a message. Like they want to send a message. That's the sick.
Right, for sure.
Part.
Correct. But here's the kicker.
Like the message, like you're like, what?
Right.
Like it's like all these things happen.
For sure.
Around you.
Most definitely. Remember this.
And in my case, for an example, in my where my apartment complex, there's no trash anywhere. Okay. It's like greenery everywhere, just green, nice, beautiful environment.
Yeah. No, well, see, that's the thing. Remember this, like
Mr. Rito, if you look outside my balcony, if you look outside, only on my end, trash. There's trash, and they try to act like they don't know it's there. I'm like, y'all don't see all these trash? And it's the message. Like, I had to, over all these years of running, I'm like, this same things keep happening. The same trash, the violence, the crazy making. Remember, a silent ghost a silent abuser.
Right. No, for sure. I remember this, but here's the kicker: him, your baby father, he's not a good person. He can claim to be, but I'm gonna tell my buddy, right? Is gonna say to trick a lot of people, especially anyone that's narcissistic on overall these bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, right? So on my back, it's gonna get tagged to trick everybody, especially in that category. It's gonna say, how can you be a weak narcissistic, bully, like dash, racist, and think you're a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person? Make that make sense? You're not. But in their heads and their beliefs, they are. But here's the kicker: actions speak on the words. They can verbalize.
Oh, this dude is Irish Catholic.
Oh, respect a lot. I'm not saying religion in a bad way. A lot of religion. So here's the religion, right? So I'm raised the Catholic. So here's the kicker.
Not speaking on the religion itself, but it's like,
right.
Dude, Irish people drink a lot, so
right.
We're going to point out the obvious.
Right. A statistical thing.
You got St. Patty's Day. We can talk about the truth.
Right. But here's nothing wrong with casual drinking, casual marijuana, but when you're codependent and you have to black out, no, that's obviously codependency.
Oh, he has sleep paralysis, like straight up sleep paralysis, and I believe I've heard that he has narcolepsy.
But he's okay. We pretend that's what he says he does, right? But the way he's living is not good for him at all.
He's always battling the devil.
Well, because he is. My tattoos. That's way up here, right? It's hard to see. This tattoo that's way up here.
So is this the old you? These tattoos? Is this the old? Is this you? Or what does these tattoos signify?
So all these tattoos, it's a map to life for the healing journey. Negative words, positive words. Yeah. So like for example, this one says small letters, love is consistent. Bigger letters, toxic love is inconsistent. So what do you want? What are you? Do you offer love or toxic love? If you offer love, vibe with people that offer love too. But if you want to do opposite attract, I pray for you. Whatever you claim to be, you're about to fall on your face really hard. Because yes, you gave love and you matched energy, met them halfway. In the beginning, Bible talk, they did it. But little by little, they went from love to toxic love. When did the red flags start happening? That's the intent. In this lifetime, whatever relationship you've been in, 1, 2, 20, right? Each ex, what was all the red flags you disliked about that one ex? And all the exes. Because what do we do in toxic relationships? We collect red flags, we don't observe the green flags, and we just fall on our face. So we use the toxic love. So the day that we actually do get love, it might be kind of scary because this is too good to be true. Before they cheat, I'll cheat. Before they leave, I'll leave. Before they ghost, I'll ghost. And they wasn't going to leave you at all, but you're not used to love. That's a downfall. Then what? And trust me, it's scary. I'm not saying all my exes were like talk. My first one, baby mom was hella toxic, but no one taught me this. I'm brown, she's Latina, I'm Hispanic. Yes, we're Spanish culture, quote unquote, but different dialects, different way we were raised every which way. But it was the opposite attract. I felt my face every which way. And I had the V card, the Virgin card, so I had to learn the hard way. But nobody taught me this. And for one, everybody, more tattoos to be right this year. When anyone ties with bullshit.
Did you have your family? Did you have your original family?
So I got my family.
Or a father figure.
So I have my parents. I have all my family, but respectfully, they're just on a journey. They're blue pillars. Nothing against the religious, spiritual, right? They're not on a healing journey for the most part, so they don't know these conversations at all. And nothing against them. Nothing against it, because that's what it's called. What the big term, the generational cycle. If for everybody, you want to see your future in front of your face, look at all your toxic family. And whatever age you are, look at the age gap. If you're in a toxic relationship, your future is literally in front of your face. And they brag about, your family, friends brag about what? Man-made bullshit. My body, my beauty, my car, my job, money, power, and fame. But as a couple, we know behind closed door, toxic as fuck. So if you know that, and you're in a toxic relationship behind closed doors, what's the age gap? That's you 20 years from now, 40 years from now. And God, doesn't matter what you believe in. As a couple, that's the problem. That's the problem every which way. So that's what I preach to the fullest. Whatever category you want to put yourself in, that's okay. Nothing wrong with your beliefs, but the person by your side, that's what will change your life. Relationships can make you, break you, definitely destroy you. Typically middle school, high school, one person came in your life, you sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. Welcome to Life's Hard. That's why it became hard. And they want to bring kids in the mix? I'm a single father of kids. I do co-parenting, my second baby mom's. First baby mom, nothing against her. She's on a journey. She's my
I wish I could co-parent. I thought that's what I was fighting for, but I would never co-parent.
Respectfully,
never co-parent.
Right? He's like your baby father, my first baby mom's. They use the kids to hurt you, And they you know, even if they do parallel parenting, it's still drama because once again, if the person has to speak correctly wise and they're confident, they'll believe them over you. And if you have proof, and the person narcissistic, the judges, it's not going to work in your favor, and that's how they hurt you with what with the little ones.
He's why he works for a prison.
Oh.
So it's like it used to be Department of Public Safety.
Yeah.
But now it's Department of Adult Corrections.
Yeah, you have a lot against you.
Hates that because in his mind, his sick mind, Department of Public Safety. So I remember that's how he got me. He was like, you know, I was going through something, and it was like, you know, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to be here for you.
Right.
This is my perfection.
Right.
Department of Public Safety.
A fucking title.
Now that they switched it.
A title.
Yeah, it's a title.
It's a
like,
man-made title.
Like,
It's just a man-made title. That's why these titles are man-made.
That goes alongside with the ego.
Right, no, well,
Having
facts.
that ego.
Facts. Well, that's the thing. When a person, especially when the male side, when these the man-made titles, I'm an officer, a judge, you know, a therapist, counselor, you got the title, right? A for effort, but actually found the word, but in the
laminate.
Right, so here's, right, exactly.
You have a laminate.
But here's the kicker. So the downfall is that, yes, they have that category, that title, but yes, they have power, but remember this, they're being narcissistic. Too much pride and ego. And they'll be like, I'm a therapist counselor. Like, right. Me personally in Seattle, Washington, right, at the farmer's market, my tattoo says narcissist right here, right? So not asking them, they'd be like, you know, customers, I don't know who they are for Adam. There's nobody's, right? Like you, respect queen, or nobody, right? Respectfully. They'd be like, does that say narcissist above your right? But like, yeah, why? So you know what that is? I comprehend it. Do you know what it is? And once I get asked, question the question. Oh, I'm a therapist, I'm a counselor, psychiatrist, life coach. Oh, cool. Then all these tattoos, this should get your attention. You want to scope them out, right? It's all about the healing journey. And then from there, boy, they go check out. Want to do old mind debate?
Do you think you were a narcissist at some point?
No, everyone has narcissist traits. I got them, you got them. But here's the kicker: what are you more of?
Right.
Are you more empathetic, a square, nice and natural?
I'm definitely more empathetic.
Well, I can tell. Well, Queen, if you were narcissistic, you would have left a long time ago. You would this positive talk. You would have left. Like, fuck this, I'm out. You're not here for this, right? So respectfully, boys and girls are narcissistic. They're after their God. They can say God, right? Buddha, whatever. Their actual God is their body, the beauty, the looks, the lust, money, power, and fame. And man, bullshit, a dollar. That is their God. They can verbalize church. It doesn't matter, spirituality. But actions beyond the words. Especially they treat everybody else good. Hard workers, right? They don't work on the relationships, do they? They don't treat their partners good, do they? Right? So what are they? They're too narcissistic. So that's the thing for everybody. But once again, for the most part, overall, we're not taught this shit. Yo, Queen, at 39, I barely started speaking like this. My ex, the mother of boys, she gave me 1,000 chances, not 1,001. And most she made it spiritually, she checked the fuck out. And it hurt really bad. You know, that's what they call trauma bonds. When you go break up 1 time, 20 times, I was taking back chances. That's called the trauma bond. But remember this.
That's the word we were looking for.
I have it right here. It's tatted right here, actually. I got it tatted on me.
I had to. Okay, so I found my healing through kind of what I was going through, parental alienation. So I was just looking up what is it called when a parent withholds the child.
Right.
And the word narcissist kept coming up. Narcissist.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck is a narcissist?
Right, exactly.
So I started looking into that.
That's right.
That's when I doubled down and was like, no, but it will always backfire. Like, it come back like I'm still the punching bag. I mean, I literally have a scar in my eyebrow there to there. This man, like, so it's like always a constant reminder, like,
okay, but remember, right? I'm sorry.
Beating me up.
Yeah, well, that's
but not in real life anymore. Like, he can't touch me now.
Which is beautiful.
So
but it's like you have to learn the hard way. You know, that's a part of like my situation. Like my first baby mom's, right? Like your story is my story. My first baby mom's. Like I am you. Your baby father, my baby mom's, right? Like me, too empathetic. I don't believe in hitting nobody first and foremost, especially like physical. But she would like. I could tell you stories, man. I could tell you stories about it. Oh, Latinas are crazy. Hispanic girls, they can be crazy. Latinas are really because they're too narcissistic. A lot of them too narcissistic. Wise, they're too egotistical because they're Latinas and Latinos cosmetically they're beautiful, exotic, but as people,
I think I want to be with a Latino.
I don't recommend it.
I want to be with a Mexican.
I don't recommend it, respectfully. I know the culture. Oh, here's the kicker. Ready for it, Queen? I say to
because I feel like I'm the perfect person to like calm those waters. And I value that culture. I value the culture. I value, you know, a lot of the differences. But at the same, I don't want it to be too like, you know, like cartelish. But
well, if you want to get involved, I'm gonna tell you for a reason. If you want to mess with that, Spanish 101, de la calle is English, right? For the suburbs, the burbs, street folk, the ghetto hoods where we're from, hood niggas and shit, the black market world. If you want to date de la calles, I pray for you. You're God. That's the devil. You're positive. You're about to fall on your face, but hey, I have compassion for you. I don't feel sorry for you, respectfully. In Spanish, I call them de la calles. De la calles. De la calles.
De la calles.
De la calles. Street folk. Hood niggas, man.
I'm thinking more Costa Rican.
Okay.
Central American.
Okay, which is cool, but I'm a for you, okay? Remember, I'm part of the culture, respectfully. If you're not part of the culture, any people on the street, and I tell people, this is called fear in a positive manner, A for warning. A high number, my number to put fear in you, 80%, high number of all the fucking universe, these brown boys, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards are fuck boys, hard workers, they don't want relationships, and they'll be machismo, which is, Spanish 101, narcissism double standards, the queen scenario. I'm brown, you're black, right? We just want to say that, right? So in the beginning, you're on the gram, whatever. You're wearing bikinis, whatever, right? Showing flesh, cool, lust. In the beginning, I'm cool with it, right? But little by little, I will gas and milk, baby. If you love me, you remove that picture. If you love me, you stop wearing that, and you will do it because you love me, right? But here's the kicker. And little by little, you guys start dressing like a nun, right? And you can't talk to nobody. But I'm emotion cheating in front of your face, and you don't say shit to me. You might get in your feelings, push me away, but hey, babe, kiss and make up, whatever, in a couple hours, and you give me another chance. If I'm emotion cheating in front of your face, I'm doing that. You're the housewife. I got the work wife. I got wives everywhere, club wife. Because everyone, for the most part, what do we do? Play in the tell a soft story, right? More on the male side. So if whatever you're not doing or you complain about, if I'm sad and depressed, my coworkers see it because it's a relationship. You're my relationship. I got to my coworkers. They know me. They've been knowing me, right? I'm always happy and bullshit, lovey-dovey. What's up, guys? And I walk in sad, depressed, or quiet. And then all I gotta take is one question. Hey, Rita, what's up with you? Everything good with your girl, with your wife? Well, we're all right. And I started expressing myself, venting, and then from there, the intent she to see the Z party. You're Jada. I'm August, and I'm Will.
That's how a lot of the stuff happens, is through the venting and
right.
Telling your story to somebody.
Victim mentality.
Oversharing.
Correct, victim mentality. But here's the kicker: the person that's
you
cheering
don't
you.
even think you're doing anything wrong. It's just that you're like, you'll eventually find out through the years after
right, the months.
You're like, wow, why did I tell this person this, or why did I tell this person that about myself?
Right, and that's the thing where, okay, nothing wrong with my tattoos. You are A queen, I am B, right? As a couple, monogamy. Jada and Will Smith. And August.
Flower.
Right, so August, C through Z. Nothing wrong with C through Z parties as long as it's platonic and they give you advice. Let's say, and here's the best part, feelings. If you can't control your lust and your feelings, you pretend to catch them. So let's say I'm venting to my coworker about us, right? And I start catching feelings. And then let's say I tell her, hey, I think I like you. Like, no. I was hearing you. I was here for support. I'm just giving you advice, but it's platonic. I don't get involved with no one's relationships. If you're breaking up, divorce, get out of that. Maybe you're single. I'm single potentially, but for the time being, no. That's cool. And from there, I'll shut down type of situation, whatever. Or let's say I start talking less to her, right? Or
that's your situation.
Right. Or she catches feelings. And me personally, I call this the influence. There's got to be a book about this. I haven't researched it, but I've been saying this since like 2000, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 with my first baby moms. And I would tell all the time, you talk to all these guys. This doesn't sound crazy. I lived in Seattle, Washington for 12 years of my life, right? Techie town, Microsoft, all that shit. So I had a smartphone, but I had no social media. I have no MySpace, no Facebook. In Seattle, I was ET. Dead the fuck ass. My coworker, people in the street, yo, what's your MySpace? I don't have MySpace. Facebook, what? How do I get a hold of you? Before technology, you asked me for my phone number or my email address. What the fuck? What? Like, what do you? I go. What? This is my mentality.
Like that now.
Right? No,
That's how I am now. Like, I'm like guys want my social media. I'm like, I'm not giving you that. I have social media.
Yeah.
But it's so. I'm like, that's like why would I give you my? I don't know you.
Well, that's the easy way to get a hold of somebody. Me personally, I tell people like the cool thing about social media, you can block people. If you get your personal number, email address, you gotta make a whole new email address. If they're stalker and then change the phone number, it's a lot of. But social media block. If they make an account block, you know, oh, you're a stalker. No, you're a major red flag. Like I love you. You just barely met me and you send me a love me. Like no, that's called love bombing. Oh, no, I'm doing all that shit. You can't love me off the rip. You know, you're so.
You can't love me off the rip.
Right.
I've made so many bad decisions, like just wanting a friend.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with wanting a friend and having to go about it in the new age world, giving out your phone number, giving your Instagram or whatever. But it's when I mean the first sign of abusing that, like I'm on here, I've given my number out and I'll be the host and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna end this now, I'm gonna call you. I call, no answer. Honey, you are blocked. You are blocked on the phone. You are blocked every which way, and do not come to my face and try to play in my face like, oh, what did I do? Oh, that is the right number. Oh, you might like the numbers. I called this number. This Dude,
I called you. I texted you. Nothing.
It's that ego. It's that ego.
Well,
they wanted that ego.
Right. Well, the dopamine high. Right, the dopamine high. Right.
Yeah, it's like a dopamine high. Exactly.
Right.
Supply.
Right. I still got it. I still got it.
I choose me. I named myself. I choose me.
That's beautiful.
For a reason.
Yeah.
I will not give you supply.
Right.
I will supply myself.
Well, that's.
And my new form of supply is counting my blessings. You know, you always grew up seeing that count your blessings, count your blessings. And now I'm really realizing what that means.
Yeah.
One of my targeters, he hit my car in April. I just got the car. I didn't have it for a week. And it was a message, and it was a heinous, and it was not an accident, and things of all that.
Right.
But now, April, May, June, now that I'm in June, oh, honey, it's more like I went from having this no insurance. Even the police report states that it was the other driver's fault, this and that. I'm like, how is this happening to me where no insurance wants to help me? No attorney wants to help me. So that is enough stress in itself, right?
Right.
So it took from April, May, June for me to really figure out, turn to Jesus. Oh, what that is in that situation is being like, I'm happy to be alive.
Right.
I'm happy my kids were not in the car.
Right.
I'm grateful. You know, this morning, screw the money. I don't need your money.
Right.
I'm just thank you, Lord, that I'm still here.
Yeah, one more day above ground.
That I was not killed.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, I was just like, wow, look how I woke up feeling like that. Like literally this morning.
That was good.
Just going to the bathroom. Like,
right.
You know, I'm like, wow, like, okay, keep that with me.
Yeah.
Keep that with me. Let that same feeling stay and watch how God turns it around.
Right.
Watch how he turns it around. And in my service devotion, the little devotion on the Bible app, because I do that on the toilet every morning. I'm like, every morning I go straight to it. And it was, you know, suffering doesn't last always.
Right, yeah.
In the morning.
Facts.
Saying, yeah.
Right.
So it was like, wow, okay, I see you speaking to me. I can see how you're moving through me.
Yeah. But
I will not lie. The pain from this accident was so crucial. You know, and just, you know, the injuries I sustained, the surgery that I had to have, the fact that no insurance you know, that they're in this state, you have liability, so whoever's at fault, you do determine who is at fault.
Right.
The police report states this driver is at fault, but he's not at fault. So I'm like, if it's not his fault, it's my fault. So now they're giving mixed signals. Oh, you said this on your statement. It's not. I said so. What did I say? What could I have possibly said that made me say, that you think, that you twisting my words or whatever to make it seem like it's me? It's not me. It's not me. So she says immediately, Miss, I chose to me. It's not anything you said, but that's what you said. You said it was on my head. But now she's switching it up, saying, it's not anything you said. It's the point of impact even the police report states
Mhm.
the I said State Board of Insurance. They're lying. They're
Right.
not doing. You think that I'm stupid and that I don't know resources. You think that I don't know how to advocate for myself, and that is God working in my life. Because about 5 years ago, I
Yeah.
would not have known how to properly. I would have been. Yeah. No, stay calm
Yeah, yeah.
and keep calm, carry on. And I
Yeah.
just feel like God wants me to be like, on to the next one. You know, and watch how He doubles back
Hmm.
and blesses you. You're going to get a check in the mail. You're going to get an unsuspected answer. You're going to get some justice. You just have to stay faithful.
Oh yeah, patience a virtue, quote unquote. Best as possible, you know, and that's the thing. Like,
Ew, I hate that.
oh, I know, I know. It's there's these sayings that it could be like trigger people, like, or to us it sounds incorrect, you know. Like me personally, as it being like anything that's traditional. Me personally, I would say this: if tradition is working, why are we all suffering? Respectfully, if higher source can do for you, why are you suffering? Do you believe higher source is suffering?
Yeah.
So I tell people all the time, like higher source want you to change, but will you change? Buddha wants you to leave, but will you leave? You know, whatever term you want, it's we got free will and choice, you know. So all my tattoos, this saying is not my saying, right? So what I say when someone tell my back is to say, every day above ground, we all got free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice role, to be narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck role. A premeditated choice. Where you are not changing, you are choosing. Black and white, straight to the point. So today, I could be a square, empathetic person. I love the universe, kumbaya, queen, I'm gonna give you love. Tomorrow, I wake up, I'm a light switch. Something triggers me, my trauma. I'm a circle, my tattoos. Now I'm a fucking bad boy, fuck boy. I'm, emotion cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive. And the next day, I love you again. Like, damn, you're bipolar as hell. Everyone got triggers and traumas. All these categories, ADHD, it's all my tattoos. The simple answers. They're called triggers.
Tattoos come from what people were throwing at you,
Oh.
or were they by
No, there it's
choice?
okay. Some are like what they were told me wise. A lot of it is the healing journey, therapy, counseling talk. These certain terms. So anyone in therapy, anyone in those categories, it will get your attention. You're like, and that's why I tell people my gift. Yeah, everyone has their own gift. So my gift is to trigger people, and then they ask me, why do you want to trigger people? Because they're called feelings. You don't have to feel these feelings. You can look at these tattoos, and you know what? Your tattoos are stupid and just walk away. Cool. It don't hurt my feelings, but I tell people if these words trigger you, and you're looking at me, right? So for in Seattle, the farmers market, I just came back from Seattle a couple hours ago, right? And the lady, older lady, she's got to be respectful, like 80 plus, right? She's like, "What's all this about?" Like, I go, she's like, "Can you remove them?" I go, "If I want to, but I love my tattoos." No, but they're just a lot of words. Why? It's a map to life. It's a healing journey. You know, the word alone. The might be red for the devil, quote unquote. Black for being narcissistic. Red for people that empathetic love. No matter what, initially it's scared to be alone, right? So I go, if you read any of these words that triggers you, I did my job. And it's especially with attention partner to be, I tell her, hey queen, if any of these words trigger you, behind the screen, I'll send you pictures of my tattoos. If any word triggers you, any phrase, my little universe triggers you, why would you want to shoot your shot? I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say scenario, you want to shoot your shot, right? But let's say this is a tricky one, right? It's a major trigger. When you hear slavery, you think, man-made slavery, our ancestors back in the day, right? I go, respectfully, that's traditional man-made bullshit. Every day above ground, we're all stuck in slavery. Especially if you're a empathetic person, to be a lot of queens are, right? So what's your flaw? On the overall, you're called people pleasers. Us men people narcissistic. What are we? We're fucking destroyers. Every which way, because we're too narcissistic. Not a lot of us raised incorrectly, right? So, well, I'll say my tattoos right here is to trigger people. And see, I'll trigger a lot of people. It says, where's it at? Right here, big letter. It says, above it says, fuck your feelings. And it says, slave masters. And this says, slaves. If I'm the fuck boy and you're the nice girl, and I'm once again emotionally cheating, really abusive, physically abusive, fuck boy cheating on you, you give me chances, I'm your slave master. I say, fuck your feelings. You won't tell me that, especially if you're too empathetic, religious, spiritual. That's wrong. It's a sin. That's mean. You'll pray for me that higher source do it for me. You're praying for the wrong person. You should be praying for yourself. To be shooting the courage to walk away and go to the door. Don't ever look back. You just don't know that yet because you believe the higher source. No, if that was factual, why is everyone suffering? Respectfully, if higher source can do for all of us, why are we suffering, especially you queens? The door is right there. Higher source and being is my tattoo. Get on. What I say is we're just communication. We're all messengers. Nobody else will comprehend nobody. But these conversations.
Well, tattoos are, you know, they're meaningful to you, but they're not all that meaningful to me.
That's
you know,
okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Theoretically.
Yeah. That's okay.
So
No.
for a person to be wrapped in your arms with all those sayings and stuff, it's like that person would have to be very confident within themselves.
Right. Facts.
And understand the meaning.
Right.
Well, the meaning would be getting to know you. Like if we were at dinner
Right.
and you were to explain these things to me,
Yeah.
it would be my choice right then and
Correct.
there.
Correct.
To be like, oh, like this dude's crazy. Or
All right,
like,
exactly.
Okay, this dude just, you know, this is his form of art. This is his form of expression. I mean, I have a tattoo on my shoulder. I have plenty of tattoos, but there's one on my shoulder. This above all to thine own self be true. And I don't have as many as you do, you know, but it's like that one simple tattoo
Right.
fights all yours, you
Right.
know, being true to myself.
Right.
Because those tattoos don't have meaning to me. And you could have been these things or you could have felt this way in the past, but today, you know, here you met this girl and she's over here like, fuck your feelings. I'm
Right.
the master.
Right.
Like, you're the slave. Like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. You know, stuff like that. It's
Right.
Like,
No,
it's
facts,
like
facts.
being strong within. Yeah, right. Being
No, yeah.
strong within yourself.
Correct.
And,
Facts.
And also down to, okay, I care about this person. The tattoos don't matter. I care about who he is and the words that come out his mouth and his actions, his character.
Correct. And that's what me, like you said, which is beautiful. So me personally, my tattoo, keep it 100 traditional. I'll sell you a dream because people kept it 100 and they destroyed you. That's your partners. Keep it 1,000, Queen. I want everything from you, and I don't want to hurt you. I'll hurt you the truth. I'll elaborate. I'll give you scenarios. But day one, I don't do dates. I just do one day. Hey, here's scenarios. I'm gonna ask you, Queen. Do you know what your boundaries are, your standards are, your love languages? If you don't, let me elaborate mine. Maybe that gives you the idea of something to work with, and if otherwise break down yours. Because I'm trying to have this old man conversation. These little.
What's your love language?
My love language, I'm really simple, like really simple. So my last relationship, beautiful exotic queen. The reason why we failed was because of love language, right? So I heard the term, I've been heard the term, right? So I knew about everything but that. So her love language is like, you know, like traditional. That's the first, I even told the beginning before we started dating, hey, you know, gifting, like me personally, I don't do that anymore. I used to, you know, and she right. So here's a kicker. If her love language, because she really elaborated, she taught me about this. So my love language is gifting. I go, cool. I told babe, you don't have to buy me nothing.
Oh, that's your love language.
No.
Okay.
No.
My love language is receiving gifts. It's
Okay.
traditional, but my love language is definitely receiving gifts, but it's not in a money way.
Right.
It's not in a money way.
Right.
It's in a whatever way you can show me that
Right.
you give a fuck about me.
Facts, which is beautiful.
Take the garbage out.
Which is beautiful.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
A rose,
lot
a
of
gift
people
card, a
confuse
kiss.
That love language as, you know, Megan
Money.
Thee
Right.
Stallion, you know,
Right.
city girls. Like, no, that is not real. Like,
Well, see, that's why there's love languages. That's why the intent to like you elaborate. So that's why we talked about it. That's why my last relationship, right, 3 years ago, beautiful breakup. And see how they'd be like, I've heard healthy, I've heard good breakups. What was beautiful about it? All the red flags were there. Like, what do you mean? Love is consistent. My tattoo, straight as the arrow. And then it starts going toxic love, right? So the red flags were happening. Less texting, less calling. You know, she's on the live sessions. It's happening. I was waiting for it. I was not scared. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna break up. No. Everyone, I'm gonna tell. So here's the traditional saying, which is on my back, the beginning of it. Everyone come life as a blessing when leave was the lesson, right? Traditional. I add to it. So it says, everyone come life as a blessing when they leave was the lesson. Be it positive or negative, there are always lessons to be learned. Once you do type of codependency, you want to effort to be alone, loneliness. I don't need my partner. I want my partner. I'm not codependent on nobody. That's a type of codependency. You're scared they're gonna leave. It's gonna hurt initially because of codependency. So I told in the beginning, hey babe, just to let you know, if there's something you don't like about me, please don't accept me in your life. We could talk about it, you can ghost me, but don't accept me in your life. Hey, what do you mean by that? A lot of it accept their partners, and we say the same, which once again, I'm pretty confident there's a book about it. I call it the if line. So scenario queen, you're my partner, right? And let's say in the beginning, everything's beautiful, we match energy, all that great jazz, right? And I told you, hey, I don't deal, just to let you know, I talked to many queens before I met you. I do my podcast, my other ones, platonic, no passing boundaries, and I'm cool with that, no issues. But little by little, you see that like she told me like like you verbalized it, but now by your side visiting you type of situation because of LDR long distance relationship, you talk to the hell of females. Yeah, but it's platonic every day, same respect, same conversations, right? So I'll make time for us, But let's say you start getting jealous and trolling. And I told you, hey, baby, I told you in the beginning, I'm not doing anything wrong. It's platonic. If you want, I'll ask my one-on-one, hey, I respect her boundaries, but hey, it's okay, my girlfriends, here's our conversation. Just so the reassurance that there's platonic, no passing boundaries. They can say yes, they can say no. If they say no, you might get more jealous. Why won't you let me? That's your own boundaries. Have you heard of boundaries? Now we're little altercations, right? So, baby, in the beginning, I told you, I don't deal with that. So, please don't accept me in your life, and I want to accept you in my life. I'll talk to you about that. And that's why when we started doing like this, like changes, quote unquote, our flaws, beings, what do? Especially you females, right? You be like, babe, if you love me, you'll change. And we do change for how long? A week, a day, a week, a month, 3 months, and then we go back to our old ways. Babe, you were doing so good, yes, because that's called people pleasing. We're using incorrect terminology. You should be saying, hey, babe, first and foremost, if you change for yourself, first and foremost, in our relationship progress forward. Like, if you don't, just to let you know, you see that door right there, I'm leaving, and that's the time I told her the same thing. Don't accept me in your life, because if you do accept people, like, hey, I won't tell her that because I don't be mean to hurt her feelings, tell you that. But anyone tells me, hey, Rito, you and Miss, I'll just say Miss. I don't know. Is it Miss Ichu?
People call me Choose.
Chew? Choose?
Choose.
Choose?
Choose. Chew or choose.
Okay, so let's say, hey, Rito,
I've heard choose.
Okay, so let's say, hey, Rito, behind these platforms, let's say we're a couple in the streets, right? And it sees all the time. But hey, Rito, you and your girl, Mrs. Chu, y'all blessed, power couple. And remember, I won't tell you this, 'cause I don't even hurt your feelings, but I tell everybody, thank you for the comment. Yeah, she's a beautiful individual. But the only thing about her, she's jealous, but she's controlling. So I tell every other mother but you. That's the if lines. I'm accepting you. But I won't do that. But then here's the kicker. Like, let's say I knew 10 days in that bothered me about you. Like, you told me you did it. That you're not just controlling, but actually you are, right? But I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's in the beginning fresh, but I keep it to myself. That's acceptance. I'm accepted by my side. So I could be okay with it for now, but over time, it will build up. And then, let's say a year still bothers me, but I won't tell you it can hurt your feelings. And then, boom, 2 years in, now you're prego. And then it catches up to me, you know what? I can't, and I wake up one day, babe, I can't do this no more. You'd be like, what? What do you mean you can't do? What are you talking about? Well, I should have told you in the beginning, but I'll hurt your feelings, but I can't do this no more. I would try to do co-parenting. What? And then, let's say on your side, you gave your all, you're the most beautiful individual, right? But my side, you know what I was going through. I tell people, don't accept people in life, man. Open your mouth. That's what it's called. I tell everybody, I'll stop. Fall back, date yourself. What are your boundaries? What's your love language? What are your standards? So, queen, my love language is really simple. I tell every queen, you are my gift. Simple as that. What? You don't ever have to buy me a gift ever in your life. Birthdays, it doesn't matter what it is. You are my gift. As long as we're a solid 1,000, these conversations, you're my gift. A kiss, hug. Because I know when I get home, and not just metaphor, religious talk. No one, even if you're atheist, you're gonna hear the term heaven and hell. No one has to die to go to heaven and hell. When you get in your car, are you happy to go home? Or are you dreading to go home? If you're dreading to go home, what is it?
So I'm gonna help you clarify. I'm gonna look it up. Well, you finish your sentence, but I'm gonna look.
Oh.
I remember the first time I got asked that question. I just it was on another app. She was like, I want you to leave and I want you to go look up what like the 5 love languages. And that's what I did. I was just like, what's the like love language?
What's up, Karma? How you doing, Queen?
It's like if you don't know them, you can always Google.
Oh yeah,
like
you can Google it,
like,
YouTube it.
What are the and then you can just look at
talking about it. I've never heard it in my entire. I'm sorry, I look so crazy.
No, you're okay. You're okay, Queen.
Just woke up.
Oh yeah, so.
What are the love?
I'm sorry.
So it says, what are the 5 love language? I'm gonna just go to the chart because I'm sure there's like charts. Okay, so you have words of affirmation,
right?
Acts of service, physical touch.
Wait, can we go over each one?
Yeah. I got like a little.
The words of affirmation is like I love you.
Yeah, I love you. You're beautiful. You're exotic.
Words of affirmation,
nice outfit,
verbal and written compliments, unexpected phrases, and recognition.
Yeah. So
okay.
Those categories right there. Yeah, and then remember this. So that's something to work with. But then look at yourself, talk to yourself like, hey, like my ex told me, right? She's like, okay, she told me, hey, so her love language, we talked about it. Her love language is gifting. Right, I told her the time, babe, I love you. I know you do that, but you don't have to do that for me. Right, so which is cool. I told her that's cool, right? So when she asked me like, so what's your love language? And now we're remember, this is the breakup. It's over. We're a beautiful individual. Over my conversation. I go, well, now we're talking about it. You know, this is why it failed, because love language wise. And I told her in the beginning, remember, babe, I told you in the beginning, I'm not traditional. I used to be traditional. Nothing wrong with that. Now we're talking about it. So here's the kicker. Why do you think every time I looked at you, I would just smile at you? Or just be looking at you, and you'd be like, "What?" I go, "Nah, I'm just blessed." What do you mean? He said, "That's my love language." Because look at this, you're my gift. You know, holidays, you're my gift. Because guess what? I have a respect. I say this. Nothing against my 4 previous girlfriends before her, right? She's my 5th one, right? In my lifetime. I go, in my lifetime, this is the best relationship I ever had in my life. Like, this is beautiful. Like, now I got a taste of love. That's when your standards go higher. Like, I don't want to deal with toxic love ever in my life. Like, cosmetically, you'd be beautiful, exotic, money, power, and fame. But if I can't talk to you about everything, what am I doing with you? I'm not going to accept you in my life at all. And that's what my love language is really simple.
Right.
Queen, just be yourself. I just want you to be yourself, authentic yourself, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, you know, around each other as a couple in the streets.
But this is the one he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you can see that what that says. I'm going to read it. It says, receiving gifts is enjoy surprise gifts and tangible symbols. So it's not always about, like, you know, a birthday present.
Right.
Enjoy surprise gifts and tangible symbols of thoughtfulness and effort.
Yeah.
That's the part that, at me as an empath, I stand on it. Like, I just want to see your effort.
Right.
I want to see that you're doing something that's going to, you know, bring something to the table. What are you bringing to me?
Right.
And me giving it back to you.
Well,
You know, I'm
match
gonna
energy.
return, because, you know, as women, we're natural creatures of loving and giving and
More
stuff.
empathetic,
So,
right.
you know, me as woman is like, that's the one for me. Like, I don't always want to spend I mean, I like quality time. Yeah, but I don't always like somebody in my space.
Right.
Physical touch, I don't always want to be touched. Like, get off
Like
of me.
being touched like that, yeah.
Well, see that.
Oh, I cannot stand it. Do not
Literally,
touch
that's
me
what I say. I'd
unexpectedly.
be like, get off of me. I'm not.
Well,
Right.
right. So, Queen,
Yeah, I don't like that.
what I recommend, right? So once again, everyone has a way of dating. Me personally, I'm not traditional no more. Like, if traditional is working, why are we all suffering? Why are we all these man versus women wars, right? So I tell people, as it being, I don't do one date. Over my conversation, I give you all these scenarios. Okay, so what's your love language? If not, let me elaborate standards, love languages, and, you know, my boundaries, right? And maybe from this conversation, you can elaborate on your side. If not, we'll work on it. But here's the kicker. I'll give a scenario just to let you know. I just do many queens. No passing boundaries. They're going to bother you. Once again, like, because what I preach is, like, Queen, before I met you, you live your life, family, and your universe. I got my universe, my family, and my routine. So I'll break it down to make sure both of us will have enough time for each other. Because anybody can make time for anybody if they want to, which is their choice. If people, nobody has to. In the beginning, they will. Everyone does in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
In the beginning, they will.
Right, and then what? And typically, for the most part, more on the male side, typically was lust. I love you, and then we have become one TLC, that's intercourse, exchange energy, and then less texting, less calling, they ghost, break up. What happened? Yeah, because they were lusting. They verbalized love you. Right. Well, trombones, you come back and forth. You don't want that at all, you know. With multiple women, but if you're doing that, if that's what your intent is. But once again, what I say day one, if you want monogamy, quote unquote, Jaden Will Smith A and B say that, they can verbalize that, right? But here's the kicker. I'm not saying all men. A lot of men were narcissistic wise. I meant for yourself. Me personally wise, I'm single. I'm 3 years single. I respect you. I don't deal with girls at all. Only women that are healing, verbally heal these conversations. If I want to do multiple, I could. But once again, like, I did the terminology benefits, you know, like friends with benefits. Like a long time ago, this is like 2013, a long time ago in Seattle. No smartphone, no MySpace, no Facebook, none of that, right? So that means every female had to speak to every which way. So that's what I tell people, like, it's conversations every which way. So it's off the rip day one, king, queen, what do you want from this? What do you mean? They can verbalize monogamy, A and B. Remember this, actions speak on the words. A lot of them say monogamy, a lot of more men are more narcissistic. And all this bullshit with biology, the Bible, King David, you know, because fuck all that. No, it's called action on the words. I can say, hey, guess what? I love you, you know, Miss Cho, right? Ichu, I'm sorry for queen, you know, but let's say I tell you, you're a potential partner, right? And I see number 2, Karma, walking. Nothing wrong with looking, but when you're gawking, staring, that's called emotional cheating. If you both do that, If that's your love language, nothing against you as long as you're both on the same page. But typically 9 times out of 10,
I always
go for it.
I
Hey.
feel like, not to cut you, but what you just said, I met a girl and she was like, yesterday on here, and she was like, her man like looks at girls and she also look at the girl and she'll be like, oh, did you see that? And I said, I don't like that you like sexualizing, like if a man,
I think it like
you went out, my
Yeah,
Karma.
it like
You
that.
went out. We can't hear you.
like, you feel some type of way. Oh, my bad. Hold on, wait, let me fix my thing.
What did you say? Because you went out.
Oh yeah, I think someone's.
Man looking at you, like she and her boyfriend together were like looking at women,
Okay.
but not in like a, you know how people want to like have a threesome, not like that.
Right.
She was just saying how her man looks at women as sometimes, and like in his defense, she was just trying to say like,
Mhm.
oh well, I'll look at a girl and I'll be like, oh babe, did you see that? And I said I didn't like that because like
Mhm.
you're a woman, you would understand what I'm saying. When men looking at you like that, like you have a problem, you know what I'm saying? You're like why is this dude staring me down like this?
Right.
And so I feel like,
Mhm.
and I said to her, why are you sexualizing other women? Because like as a woman, you know we don't like that shit.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
yeah.
I
Well,
get what you're saying.
right. As a couple.
Like I feel like she was only like saying that to like be more comfortable with it because her man is doing it. But like I just can't see as a woman, like were you walking around before this man looking at women like thinking to yourself, oh, she got a fat ass? No, you weren't. So
Right.
you may think she looks nice, like we're girls.
Right.
You may see another beautiful woman
Mhm.
and yesterday I went to the pharmacy, I told a girl, oh, you're so pretty. She was like, you're so pretty. Like that's
Yeah,
a normal
compliments.
interaction for women. I
Right.
feel like.
Right. Hey, what's up, Poochie? How you doing? Queen? How's
But
it going?
don't
How
be
you been?
sexualizing them like that because your man is doing
How's
that.
the
I don't
kids?
like
How's
that.
life?
And I feel like
Right.
there's some level of like a need to like satisfy the man's
Well.
whatever he got going on with women.
That is so true. That is so true. Because I think I've done that before where it was like, you know, I'm with this guy and I'm like, oh, look at that ass over there, 6 o'clock. Like, you know, and it's like, I'm only doing that because I know you're looking.
Well, see, that's the
Right.
thing.
That's what
So the intent of realize boundaries. So, like you said, Karma, I tell people before you meet this individual, where you're doing that. If you're doing that after, like Karma's saying, you're adapting to people please them to make them feel good and respect. If you was not doing that, and let's say now they're doing that, your partner is, they're emotionally cheating, and you're adapting the downfall for now. It's okay until it becomes a problem. But guess what? If those red flags have been neon lights, they've been flashing since day one. So my situation, I tell the potential be, hey Queen, I don't give a shit if you. Here's the kicker: a lot of you females, not all, a lot of females are more empathetic, right? So I tell people, if this person said this line, you gotta keep her. But here's the kicker: will you match her energy? And what is it? Say, oh, Carmen, let's say you have potential to be, hey, babe, just to let you know off the rip, day one. I don't give a shit if you look at guys. You be like, well, okay, I see guys, but all I see is you. Remember that line? All I see is you. Yo,
Right.
she's a square empathetic.
When you happy with the person you're with, like you can see somebody who's physically
Right.
attractive. Like you're like, oh yeah, that guy is handsome. But you're not thinking anything more than that. Like
Right.
you want to sleep with him, you want to be with him. But when a guy is like talking to you and he's like, oh, this girl is
Hey, what's up,
fine
Monty
as hell.
King?
She got a big ass. Like whatever they be saying, like to me, that's like more than like, oh, she looks nice.
Right. See, and that's the part. It's called the term's called
Sure.
emotion cheating. What's up, man? How you doing, King? That's how the term is. Before the cell phone, before the DM, before the physical cheating, it's called emotion cheating. That's what my tattoos. Here's my tattoos, right? I'm not saying all men, all women, but to get everyone's attention, it says empathetic women offer love, lust, communication, comprehension. All they see is I. She has self-will. Narcissistic boys offer toxic love, lust, drama, trombones, trauma, communication, no comprehension. Their eyes are bigger than the mouth. The easy part to lust, fuck biology, because King David in the Bible, money, power, and fame, he has what? No self-will. It starts with emotion cheating. I could say, Karma, I love you, be the wife to be, right? You can get married, Bible and everything, spiritual reality, no matter what term it is, but then I'm emotion cheating in front of your face. That's red flags. If you don't verbalize boundaries, hey babe, just to let you know, I don't like that. What? I don't care if you look, but you're
Yeah,
gawking.
like I don't like that.
Right.
And I recently dated a narcissist, y'all, so that was like my first experience with like,
Hell yes,
I mean,
yes,
I'm sure I've met narcissists in my life, but I never had like a deep interaction
You're
with them.
not alone. You're not alone, Karma. You are not alone.
Right, and that's
Yeah, that shit was like,
Yeah,
when
I
I
was
tell you,
here.
he got on my last nerve.
right.
Yeah.
And that's why the sooner the better. But yes, easier said than done. That's why as a being, you got to protect and control your energy best as possible. Especially when you exchange energy.
Yeah, and I was like, listen, we gotta break up. I can't deal with you. You're too
Hey.
narcissistic, and like I can't handle
Yeah.
this.
How do you take it?
Lucky
And then
you,
yesterday, this is like months
you
ago.
didn't
It's
have a
almost a
kid
year.
with the person. Lucky.
Nah, hell no. You should never have children. I told him that. I said you should be sterilized. You should never have a child.
Sterilized.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, well, he just would say a lot of things. And I'm pretty sure that he is like, listen, I have a feeling with people like, some people, they don't seem racist because they interact with other people. But like deep down on the inside, they think racist things, they say racist things. And I feel like they just interact with people to like, or maybe I'm saying this wrong. Some guys will like be with women, but still not like people of that race.
Oh yeah.
Right. Oh, that was me, sis. That was me. My first narcissist, the one that brought me in here. I was talking about this dude is white. I have white people in my family. I'm Blackfoot Cherokee. I have very, very light, almost white looking people. And they might, I don't know, I think they white. They look white, so I think they white. So anyway, it's never been like to me, you know, even though I'm brown, it's like, I get a lot of black men that are just like, you like white people? I'm like, I like all people.
Like, I'm related to that. What do you want me to do?
Exactly. Like, it's in my culture. Like, what do you... And you see the way I speak with prolificency. You know, people will literally, before the race, black people will dog me out just for the way that I talk. Oh, I see you have a bit of a dialect. Oh, I can see you're proper. And first thing I tell them is,
square.
my whole family is like this. If you think I'm bad, if you think I sound like this, wait till you hear my sister, my older sister. Wait till you hear my mama or my daddy. You know, and it's like saying you can't be a Christian and hate people. Exactly. And they really be coming at me like for just like I'm supposed. If I'm black.
Hey, what's up, Gucci?
Where have you been?
Oh, I've been DoorDash and working. How you doing? How's the kiddos?
I miss you so much. Oh my goodness.
You
I'm so
too,
happy to see you.
Been a minute.
Sorry.
On the converse side of that, I feel like, okay, maybe I'm guilty of that too, because I was seeing this white guy recently, and he talks like, I don't like the way he talks, and like I've told him that multiple times, and like he'll just say anything. He'll be like, oh God. And like I was like, what? Did you grow up in the hood? Why are you talking like this?
It's from TikTok.
I don't know.
Mine's not like that. Mine's not in a slang way. It's in a you know, just I'm proper. You know, I speak all my words out. It's like, you know, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So it's the same thing. Right.
Right.
Either way,
It's the same thing. It's just like the roles of flip, but I don't know. I just don't like that. And not to say like, oh, you speak proper because you're a black person. You just speak properly, period. And I wish that like he would speak properly.
Right.
And he was more articulate and stuff. And he's not. And the way he talks, like every 5 seconds, he's like, man, I'm hungry. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, like, why are you
Broken
talking
record.
like that? And then he texted to me the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, never text me this shit again. Get the hell off of my phone with this shit. I don't want to see
First
this.
of all, you're not supposed to reference on God anyway. Because like, what? On God. Like something, you really have to watch your words and the things that you put out into the atmosphere. One of my things that I was saying that I really had to clock was I'm dead. Like, you know, like I'll be laughing, I'm dead. I'm dead. I was like, dang, I really feel like I'm about to die. Like, come on, stop saying that.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like the intent, like with especially potential to be realize boundaries and you know your standards. Are like, hey, like you're cool people, but remember this: control your feelings. Don't catch feelings. I was digging you, but the intent is to observe everybody, observe and study people. Because in the beginning, we all say the same shit. In the beginning, a loving dove is all lovey-dovey and shit, and then it started turning toxic. Well, why did it become toxic? You know, for everybody out there, because everyone's in the same thing, respectfully. Because we're all raising correctly. We don't know what you don't date yourself. You don't know what your boundary standards or love languages are. So you just assume.
They were always toxic. We just missed the flag. Or we stood for the
Well,
flag.
the red
Because people
flags.
don't present that though.
Well,
Don't, like,
exactly,
live it
exactly.
up enough to
That's
be
the
right.
part
People
we're
Facts.
talking
present
about
their best
narcissism.
self.
Right. So
That's that narcissism.
right. So here's the kicker. This is the same to the queens, right? I say the queens all the time. So my tattoo in Spanish, which is right here, it's pretty big for the Spanish, but Hispanic thing in Spanish. This is machista. So all my other words are English. So I got machista, machismo right here, mandelon. So Spanish 101. So I say machista, narcissist. Machismo, that's called narcissist double standards. Mandelon, that's a beta simp, basically. That's what they call me. I'm a square type of situation. Too white for brown, quote unquote, right? Anyways, what you gonna call it? So I say to the queens all the time, whatever you claim to be spiritual, religious, Buddhist, whatever, just I'm gonna tell you this line, and the idea potentially might comprehend it. If not, just to let you know, if I trauma bond you, I'll destroy you, I'll own you, and you won't go nowhere. I promise that. So what's the line? Queen, I can act nice, be narcissistic, the bad boy fuck boy, I could be empathetic, the nice guy. Do you know what that means? You'll say, what is that? Oh, Queen, I pray for you. I go my day of my life. Don't let me try and bond you. And I can mess with you. Everyone has narcissist traits. Every which way. I got him, you got him. But what side are you more of? Look in the mirror. Don't lie to yourself. Are you overall nicer? Like, we have everyone, our bad side of it, hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, evil, envy, jealous. Everyone's got that. But what are you more of? You know? So that's the talk all the time. What if you do opposite attract, you're gonna fall on your face every single time, because you didn't see the good in me. That's the downfall of being too empathetic. What's our flaw? What do we say? I see the good in people. We're taught that being selfish, it's wrong in the sense. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, then who got you? You should be saying this. I see the good in myself first and foremost, and then everybody else. I observe and study everyone's energy. Then you won't fall on your face. You know. My ex trauma bonded with me. Then when I tried to break the cycle, he became a monster, and then he left. Oh yeah, well, to the point where I had almost no hair lost
Listen,
weight.
before I start losing hair, I'ma just lose the man.
Well, that's well, that's
I lose hair in high stress situations
Right.
just due to problems in my childhood.
right.
So it automatically, once you trauma bond with somebody and you've been through like such an certain extent of abuse, your body just kind
Right.
of reacts.
Oh yeah, facts.
So it didn't matter. It could have been the smallest argument, and my hair was already falling out. But when
Facts.
It's my eyes. You can absorb trauma through your eyes, and this eye is smaller than the other. Like your eye will become smaller. Like it could be both, but it's particularly one of your eyes will become smaller. It absorbs the trauma. And when I heard that, I looked at myself. I was like, that. And I'd always been noticing it. I was like, my eye is become
Yeah.
like weak, and you can literally absorb trauma on one side of your face, on both sides of your face.
Oh yeah.
And mine is in this one eye, and it's just slightly, you can see, slightly smaller. And I'm like, yo, like, these dudes have got the
He trauma
chill.
bonded with me, and we ended up having 2 children made from him sexually assaulting me because of all the trauma and everything that he was creating and all the abuse. I didn't want to fuck him, and he didn't give a shit. So that caused more abuse. And if you're in an abusive relationship and you've already been through abuse, it's very easy to revert back and not leave.
Right.
So I stayed with him
Remember, we
for
talked
5
about that.
years. You can ask him, because when he and I first met, I had just gotten out of that relationship.
Yeah.
I had just gotten out of all of that.
That's called
And it
trauma
was
bonding.
severely
Oh, yeah.
traumatic. I was on his live every single day just listening to him. I was constantly rocking back and forth. My hair was, I was bald on one side of my fucking head. I was fucking pin thin.
Oh,
dead
yeah.
ass. I'm being dead ass.
No,
I've
yeah.
known him for a very long
So
time.
sorry
He
you went
says
through
it's
that.
fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
same.
that's why I tell people. So here's your terminology, right?
Unfortunately, you're not alone.
Right. Oh, you know what? That's why I go live for. I've been doing this for 5 years of my life. I'm Bigo about 2.5 years now, but that's why I just tell stories for the universe, especially me personally.
TikTok, Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, I'll
all
show you.
the shit.
I'll show you. I'll
Yeah,
Snapchat. He posted it on his story and Facebook. He's got umpteen billion phones. He was working. Do you still work at the gas station?
Oh no, 7-Eleven. Nah, it was too toxic. I had to leave.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
So he was working at this gas station every single day. He was like, I don't want to be here. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
good for my meds.
it's
Fucking a whole month later, he's getting tattoos everywhere. Like, he already has a fuck ton of them. So I was like, yeah, he's not gonna be a part of that job for long. If it's making him do that, then something's going on.
Now,
At
what
that
it's
point, I classified it as self-harm due to a toxic situation. Like,
well, it's just terminology. It's just terminology because it's like a lot of us say this, especially on the queen side, empathetic. Some empathetic men, right? So we say like love hurts. I go respectfully. If higher source is love, if God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritualists, your answer is love, it can't hurt. It's highly impossible. So love is straight as an arrow. What hurts is what? Toxic love. When you love somebody doesn't love you back, that fucking hurts. So what I'm gonna tell my body is gonna say toxic love will cost you everything, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, verbally, physically, financially, potentially even cost you your own life. You don't want toxic love. Everybody starts with love initially. The beginning, like in the beginning, the Bible, right? Then when it starts with a toxic love, the red flags. I preach about doors. Easier said than initially, but the door's right there. You can leave, you can ghost, whatever. It's an oxymoron. It's easier to leave, ghost, cheat on somebody than to actually sit there and have the dog conversation, the conversation, hey babe, shit's not gonna work out. Or something's going on me. I think potentially I'm losing interest, but I'm forewarning you. What? It's gonna hurt to hurt initially, but that's what I tell people. You don't need people, you want people. Are you ready for the breakup? Can you handle rejection? And that could be today, tomorrow, 20 years from now.
Most people can't.
Right, facts.
That little narcissist that I was dating, he was just texting me yesterday.
I had a day with the succub.
Bitch, fuck you.
I'm sorry, Queen.
I hope you die. Like, random things like that. And then he was like, stop texting me. Like, after he sent me all of this.
my ex just asked me for nudes, and then when I tell him no, he gets mad, and he's like, you're fat anyways. I was like, but weren't you the one that got with me first?
Whoa.
Weren't
Yeah,
you
just
the
be like,
one
well, then you like
that
fat
got
bitches.
me
Because why you asking me for nudes then? If
Mind
think
you,
I'm so fat.
he must love fat bitches because best friend, didn't he leave me for a 555-pound woman?
Solid.
Okay.
Respectfully. But see, that's the thing, like...
But, like,
Well, that's why I tell people, you know, this is not my saying. I add one word to it. My boy on TikTok, Food for Thought, Fred says hello. He says, rejection is protection. So I added one word in front of it. Remember, comma, rejection is protection. So I tell you in the whole universe, if you can handle rejection, and don't lie to yourself, if you can handle it, don't shoot your shot. Don't shoot your shot, because here's the kicker. If they tell you no, what happens to your day? It goes to shit. You do reactive abuse, you pop off. Like a lot of boys are narcissistic. You know, not men, they're boys, like you said, Carmen. Started popping up, saying all this bullshit because you said no, right? And there it is. You dodged a red bullet, walking red flag every
and
which way.
because he's with a toxic woman, I just remembered this. I'm so sorry, bro.
You're good.
And because he's with a toxic woman, I screenshot all of these things that he says to me, and I send them to her.
There you go.
Because
No, that's toxic as hell. Just ignore him.
Well, it's if you can, correct, Carmen. If you could do it, you know, the best thing is just, you know,
like,
let's say
I
it's,
send it to
Yeah,
her
because
because
when you
one,
send it to the
because
girl
one,
board,
she's
it's
not
that's
gonna
just
sit
starting
there.
up drama with
I
her.
do it. No, I do it to save my fucking ass. Why? Because every single time we go to court, she's always like, "Oh, he's on top of her. They're doing these things." No, ma'am. You're gonna see proof for yourself, and so is the court.
That's understandable.
Keep the screenshots. I
Right.
take them to my lawyer.
Receipts.
Because he's not supposed to be texting me
Right,
on
receipts.
Snapchat. He's not supposed to be texting me on Messenger. He's got my phone number for a fucking reason. So if he's making other accounts to harass me, I'm sending that shit to his wife. Because the fuck type of business you got texting me when you are married?
right. Well, see, that's a term. Marriage is a title, but actually it's been on the words every which way. So that's the shitty part.
You are married. You are committed to this person. You didn't want to marry me in the 5 years we were together. You wanted to destroy me. So stay with your toxic ass bullshit and leave me the fuck alone.
He doesn't want to be
You won't leave me alone. I'm
now.
going to your
He
wife.
doesn't,
Right, you don't
yeah.
want to be married.
Well-
He doesn't want to be.
You just want to play
Yeah, he
around.
doesn't want to be.
Right,
He
Karma.
did that to hurt you.
But
I
the
miss it
girl
too.
probably felt like, oh, you either marry me or be gone. And so he was like, okay, well, let me marry her to keep her.
Shotgun wedding.
Yeah.
But you don't really want to be married because you know you're going to be texting other women and stuff.
Well,
Exactly. She just allows it because she doesn't understand her self-worth.
Right.
And I'm over here. I tried to be her friend.
Well,
I
that's
really
okay.
fucking
Don't
tried.
worry
You know
about
I
her.
tried. You know I tried hard as fuck to make shit work. Why? Because we have 2 sons together.
Right.
And I wanted them to have a stepmother just like they have a stepfather.
Right.
Okay? I wanted them to have a family. And this motherfucker and his toxic ass bullshit is destroying my fucking kids. Now he's got to go through supervised visitation because I'm not dealing with the shit.
what's up,
My son
Val?
came
How you
home
doing, man?
talking
How you doing,
about
Queen?
my
How you been?
5-year-old. My 5-year-old. You know my 5-year-old 5-year-old since he was 2.
Yeah.
He's known my 5-year-old since he was 2.
Yeah.
Okay? My 5-year-old came home
I
talking
remember.
about vagina, vagina, vagina. What 5-year-old knows that word? Unless it's being spoken about around him.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have kids, you guys, but we're a foster family, so I feel like we always have kids. I've been raising other people's children. Let me say it like that for the past decade,
Okay.
almost. And I understand because our last kids, DFAC just came and picked them up on Thursday, and so I don't have kids right now. I'm just chilling. But one of the kids, the eldest, he was going to school and he was saying things like when I go pick him up, the teacher was like, he's saying these words and blah, blah, blah. But I thought he was like cursing or something. No, he was saying like chicken butthole, like just random things like that. And I'm like, where did he learn this from? Because we don't say stuff like that at home.
Yeah.
So like, where did he get this from? But as it turns out, it was like his mom.